Welcome and good morning from Oman Cricket Academy ground, Muscat, for the Dafa News T20 series between Oman and Papua New Guinea. Today will be the first T20 match between Oman and PNG. We have a lovely weather here. Yesterday it was heavy rain in the night. Today morning also it was heavy rain. All credit to the curator and ground staff. They keep the ground ready for this very important first match of T20 series. Let us go to Pranav Mehta, who will be talking about the pitch.
It's time to assess the conditions here at the Oman Cricket Academy. To start off, the ground conditions before we go to the weather, which is going to be fairly interesting. So 70 meters across the ground, and there's a slight bit of breeze which is blowing just across to keep it interesting. Why I've pushed the weather second is because of the wind. There's a slight bit of breeze, and it has rained across the night. It has rained all morning, and because of that slight breeze, there is rain that is going to be expected later in the day as well, which will make it very interesting. We will come to the surface. Now you would see a little bit of tinge of grass, and this is green grass. So there will be a little bit of interest for the pacers. This wicket has been covered all night, all early morning, so there will be a little bit of moisture in it as well. You would hear that damp sound, and the reason that damp sound is going to be there is because of the cover. This moisture will make it interesting for the pacers and a little difficult for the batters, and because the boundaries are a little too big, it is going to be difficult. Overall, if you consider all the aspects, if you're a captain, you're going to be looking to bat first, no, bowl first, and the target will be somewhere around 140, 150.
This is all about the pitch report from Pranav Mehta under the conditions we have seen here in the Muscat Academy ground today. As we talked about the lovely weather conditions. And let's go to Amin Bagle, who will be with the two captains for the toss.
Welcome to the Oman Cricket Academy, and of course, welcome to the Dafa News T20I, the very first of this beautiful series between Oman and PNG. We've got the home team captain, Zishan Maqsood, representing Oman Cricket, and they'll be playing hosts to, of course, Asadwala and his PNG side under the watchful eye of the match official, Mr. Rahul Asher. The home team captain will have the coin. Tails was a call, and it's heads. So, of course, Zishan, you won the toss once again. What would you like to do?
Yeah, we'll bowl first because, the conditions very good to, bowl, early and get some swing and get them, as soon as possible.
Okay, certainly there's been a lot of rain around, and I think the groundsmen have done really well trying to get the wicket ready, and of course we are on time at the moment. What's the squad looking like? Anything specific to the conditions?
Yeah, there is we have added another, seamers into the side, and because groundmans are doing very well all the times whenever rain comes here. So thank you very much, to them, and we are looking forward to play a good game and win the game.
All right. So one of your first matches for the T20s, built up to the World Cup. What makes you think that Oman's going the right way?
Yeah, definitely, because we have to play well, and there are plenty of opportunities to new players, whoever's getting the chance to perform well and get the spot to the World Cup and in the team.
All right. Do well today.
Thank you.
Asad, toss not going your way, but then is this something that you would like to do as well?
We were looking to bowl first as well, but our team has to bat first and our team has to bowl first. But it looks like a really good wicket. The ground staff have done a really good job to make the game start on time. So really well done to them. Still looks like a really good wicket. The sun's out. It's going to dry up. So hopefully we can put up a really good total. We can defend in the second innings.
You're built up, or rather the road to World Cup, one of your first games. What makes you think that PNG is going the right way?
No, this is a start for us in terms of the preparation for the T20s. This is the first international in a while. So we have selected a team that we think that it's going to do a job, but we are just giving opportunity to everyone to stake a claim to the World Cup. So hopefully that everyone that comes into play in the next 3 games, gonna stake a claim for a spot in the World Cup.
Speaking of teams, of course, any changes in the squad, or are you probably looking for a similar team as the one days?
Similar team, just a few changes in terms of the wicket keeping. Hila comes in for Kipling. Chedi keeps his spot, but Norman and Nosain are out for Jack and John Carrico.
All right, do well today, Asad. Right then, the news from the toss center is that Oman have won the toss and they've elected to bowl first.
So let's go for the team lineup. It will be joined by with Mr. Pranav Mehta along with me. Pranav.
So generally a regular side for PNG and Oman. Most of the regular names, but few names that to watch out for. One is going to be CC Bao and the other one is going to be Jack Gardner, the man who just debuted in the D50 in the 50-over format, and now he's here in the T20. In Oman, it has to be that man Kashyap Kumar Prajapati and Zishan Maqsood. Everybody else pretty much similar. Jamil bhai, what are you expecting? 140, 150, maybe more, maybe less?
Well, let us see how the first couple of overs will be on this wicket, because slight moisture is in it, and I've correctly mentioned that the bowlers are going to have a good say on this wicket, having some patches of the green grass as well. But overall, it always looks to be a batter's wicket. So let us see a couple of overs, how it's going, and then of course we can assume what 130, 140, what will be the total for that.
We have to give a big shout out to the ground staff. They worked very hard. It's rained almost like cats and dogs through the night, through the early mornings. I stay probably just a kilometer or 2 away from the ground, and I believe there would be no match. But the ground staff, hats off, all under the leadership of Anup. So what do you have to say?
Brilliant job done by the groundsman as always. They are always hardworking, So the first over will be bowled by Bilal Khan, and it will be his favorite side from Oman LAGN.
He's been one of those finds for Oman, who has been there for a very long time. And now that he's been a regular participant in those T20 leagues around the world, he will have a lot of experience on his back as well. Left arm pacer. Very sharp, very nippy. He does not have the jump, which a general pacer has. And that's what makes him a steady customer. You cannot go very easily and pull him, cut him, because the ball will skid through. And these conditions, especially overcast conditions, a little bit of moisture in the air, the wicket will be a little damp to start off with. I think these will be ideal conditions. And this man, the match official, he's been shining the flag of Oman all around with his decisions. Regular member, Rahul Asher.
Hats off to PNG for coming back into the last match of the one-day series and clinch victory. And of course, with that wicket, their hopes will be very high for today's match especially. Their batting lineup is coming very good. Number 6, number 7, number 8 is giving them what they expected from the tail-enders. I'm sure Sadwala will be very happy to see the performance of his team in the last match.
Momentum. So often we speak about this word, momentum. And that's something that PNG has. Yes, in a different format. But a win is a win. It'll bring a little bit of confidence and faith in your own abilities. Bilal Khan is on the way. And immediately, good amount of swing into the right-hander. And this is where he becomes a very tricky customer to deal with. He's going to be asking those difficult questions. And the batter, if you're a sales guy, you don't want to be there.
It'll be Tony and Bao who are opening innings for PNG. Yes, first ball was in the wicket and well played by the batter in the middle of the bat. Onto the back foot, cuts nicely, and it's going to be the first boundary for PNG. Beautifully timed through the cover point boundary, 4 runs.
What a shot. What a way to get off the mark. And what a way to get your side into the game. Thrashing Bilal Khan through the cover point area, just in front of square. Rather, it was the point area. Beautifully struck. It was in the air for a while, but he wouldn't mind because it was fair bit away from the backward point.
Confident looking first boundary for Tony. This time down the leg side, flicked it away. And they go for a quick single, direct throw, but it looks to be well home. Good running between the wickets right from the first delivery and the second delivery. They have good understanding between them, Tony and Bao.
They've been good, haven't they? They've consistently been opening the batting for PNG. Not just here in the T20, but also in the 50-over format. So they will have a little bit of understanding of playing together, knowing what are the shots of the others, what are the single balls, where are the areas that the partner is looking for a single.
Down the leg side, traps it on the pad. I think Bao has bowled exceptionally well in the last match. PNG has won, got a couple of wickets. So altogether, it will be a very good all-round team, PNG, right now at the moment. Performing well, beating Nepal in Nepal and UAE in UAE. Exceptionally outstanding performance, beating Nepal, Oman as well.
Height would be the matter of concentration. And Bilal would recognize it. Yes, Bao is not a tall lad.
No, it's too high on the thigh. Small half-hearted appeal from Bilal. We are talking about the PNG teams coming up good in international tours as well. First time they have beaten Oman in that one-day series. Outside the off-stump, tried to cut and get straight to the wicket keeper. End of over number 1. It is 5 for no wicket PNG.
दो सेल है
दो वाले नहीं पूरे लगाओ ना
पूरे लगा नए सेल ला के दिए मैंने इधर से हाँ ये है
Shakil will come in from the Oman tail end, and this is an interesting ploy. A different kind of approach from Oman. And Tony will immediately realize that Shakil loves to fire it in. He's nothing short of a left-arm pacer at the moment.
Always a brilliant, accurate bowler, Shakil Ahmed, inducted today into the team. Down a bit. Once again, a cheeky run, but finally they made it. The ball kept a bit low on this time.
He'll skid through. Considering the height of Shakil, considering the amount of pace that he's adding to the ball, he's a different kind of a bowler. He's not one of those genuine left-arm orthodox bowlers that gives a lot of air. He is looking for turn. He looks to keep it tight and accurate. That's his strength. Shakil. Once again, barely any time. Initially for Tony and now for Bao.
He is a pinpoint bowler, always within the wickets, not going here and there. Within the wicket. He doesn't have that quality of tossing the ball in the air, but he's very accurate. Quick ball armors, that's the armory of Shakil Ahmed.
Once again, this one was the armor angling away from the left-hander. Even though it's just marginally, it will create some amount of doubt in Bow's mind. 1 run of 5 deliveries from Shakil. Will Bow be looking for a boundary here? Once again, into the pads, and they will be happy with that single. So that 2-run over from Shakil will get things on the way for him. 2 overs done, 7 for no loss, PNG. Yes, the flag is flying high. Why not? It is the first of the T20Is between Oman and PNG. And what wonderful conditions have we had over the past 30, 40 days. That's it. That's going to be interesting. And the finger is raised. Bilal Khan is going to be getting first blood. And it's going to be Tony. It's going to be Bow who is going to be walking back. The left-hander. He didn't look comfortable. And he is going to be walking back courtesy of that leg before from Bilal Khan.
It was right on the front foot, and let us see what a brilliant delivery going into the wickets, and he was given out LBW. 7 for 1 PNG.
चलो better in guys, better in. बिलाल ने बड़ा जवाब दे दिया यार. उसने कह रहे यूं आता. हाँ यार बिलाल यार. like it यार. बिलाल सैंटो है वो. बिलाल सैंटो. सैंटो हमें मालूम. नॉर्मली ना. हाँ. पीके चलो पीके. लेफ्टी. Rahul, Nidu? Yeah, that's middle. Thank you. Only left arm over, 5 to come. Yeah. BK, Jabba, BK. Lovely bowling here, BK. Lovely bowling, BK.
So it will be Bilal Khan who got the first breakthrough for Oman. And in come Asad Wala, the captain. Brilliant running between the wickets, tap and run. The intentions are clear. That's going for the maximum runs in this T20. The fun is T20 series, the first match.
When I walked into the ground, I saw Bilal Khan practicing that delivery. Just a couple of steps and releasing the ball into the wicket, swinging it in for the right-hander. And I was wondering what Bilal Khan was doing with those 2-step releases. He was practicing the slower delivery, which he executed to perfection to pick up that first wicket for himself. Once again, into cutting the arc. Although the inside half of the bat will get Tony a couple of runs. So runs are coming in for PNG, although not in the most convincing manners.
Runs matter at the moment for T20. You have to get runs almost on each and every ball. Tony, the very good batter, and Asad, the most experienced of the PNG all-rounders rather. time onto the back foot, pulls it beautifully. Ball is going towards the fence. Well collected. So 2 more runs to the total. Good shot.
Good running, rather. Better than the shot was the running. Yes, it was short and it was pulled well in front of square. But that shot was just left of Rafiullah and they pushed and hustled for the second.
He's not generating pace. Bilal trying to control the ball in there, slower one. Uses feet, handsomely driven.
That's taken. What a
It has
catch is
been a
that?
catch.
It was the slower delivery from Bilal Khan. And Tony was looking to assault it. And because it was a slower delivery, it took the inside half of the Tony's bat and went to deep mid wicket where there was a fielder placed strategically. This is really interesting cricket from Oman and they're sticking to their strategy and plan. Having a deep mid wicket for Bilal Khan, brilliant, brilliant ploy.
Yes, absolutely. This is all Bilal Khan's experience. He saw the fielder is there to try to bowl the slower one as he did the first wicket. And it's Tony out for 10, 8 deliveries. So Oman, rather PNG, 2 wicket down.
इसने बता दिया उसको ये धीरे तेज कर रहा है लेफ्ट आर्म ओवर 1 to come
The man who was looking out of sorts in the 50-over format is in the mix of things right now. Bilal Khan, 2 wickets to his name. And this one is in the arc and it's driven well all along the carpet and the ball is travelling. It's going to be a boundary. And that will start Siaka up. 3 overs done, 16 for 2 PNG.
बढ़िया बढ़िया शकील भाई लेफ्ट मिडल सेंटर टॉप बॉलिंग शकील भाई
Shakil will continue from the Oman tail end. Bowled a brilliant previous over. And that could very well be the result of Bilal Khan picking up wickets. Once again, he's never going to be missing his line and length. Shakil is an experienced campaigner. And above that, he's a brilliant bowler.
Accurate bowler is Shakil Ahmed. Just open the face of the bat down towards the third man and it's going to be 4 runs. 4 welcome runs for PNG as far as for Asad.
If you're looking to score runs of Shakil, that's the best way to do so. Use his pace, angling the ball just wide of the wicketkeeper. And if you add the pace to the ball, it's always going to be travelling. So change of angle for Shakil. He's going to be coming left arm around. There's a fielder there who's not going to be trying for it. Shakil has given him a stare and he is disappointed. This could very well have been a wicket here. But let's not forget, Bilal Khan has bowled those 2 energetic overs, and I believe he was the fielder there.
Sweep it slightly in the air. Bilal Khan a bit behind the ball, throws it back, but they got one run. Which brings Siaga to face Shakil Khan. Once again, tried to sweep. Did it well, but straight into the hands of the short fine leg fielder.
Angled in, wide of the crease. And the impact just being outside the off stump. So a good bit of decision. They've been good, haven't they? The umpires. So difficult to be judging everything within a fraction of a second. Once again, angling the ball away from the left-hander, and they're going to be going for a single. This is going to go upstairs, I believe. Direct hit always makes things interesting. And this is going to be going upstairs.
It's a very, very dangerous run they have taken. It's a direct hit and go to the third umpire. Let us go and see what will be the result. It's what unnecessary, and I believe the fielder was too close to the ball.
It's a goner, I believe. It's a goner. He's missed it by miles. Rather by a few inches. Although walking back, he is going to be feeling as if he was probably in America when the game is in Oman. Not a great feeling walking back of a run out. And that's something that is going to be happening. It's been a disappointing start for PNG so far. They've lost 2 quick wickets. And this could very well be the third one.
Yeah, of course, getting run out is obviously. And that has been given out. Brilliant fielding by the short gully fielder. So it's 3 wicket down for PNG at the very early stage of the game.
They're in trouble here. And this is something that they will be looking to rework on. 3 wickets down, PNG. Siaka is going to be walking back after that brilliant start with the boundary of the very first ball, and he's going to be run out. Two balls, 5 runs for him.
In comes Charles Shamini, the man who stood tall for PNG in the last one-day match. Today, once again, he has got lots of responsibility to stabilize the innings. It will be Shakil Khan once again.
Look how wide he bowls. Almost using the extreme width of the crease. 4 overs done, 22 for 3 PNG.
Right then, 4 overs done, Kalimullah. And a big shout straight away on the money. And he's coming in hard from the Oman LNG end. And Kalimullah has been in the thick of things. Change in voices as well is going to be me, Amin Wagle, and of course Pranav Mehta is going to continue.
Angled into the pads. And the inside edge will allow the batter to get a single. So Kalimullah replaces Bilal Khan from the Oman LNG end. Looked good, Bilal Khan, didn't he? He was out of colours in the 50-over format, but now in the T20, spot on.
You're going to leak a single here. Well, 3 wickets to his name in that very first encounter, that one-day series, the first match, Bilal Khan. But then today, he's really bounced back after that lackluster performance in the second one. Having said that, a person like Bilal Khan can never be written off. And at the same time, it's got to be this man, tall, fury, pacer, Kalimullah, coming in from the Oman LNG end. Worked away towards the onside, going to be a single.
This is a good ploy. Starting on with the left arm spinner, bring in Kalimullah. Somewhere around the end of the power play. And he's a tricky customer to get away. Hits those hard lengths, back of lengths. Looks to swing it both ways. And these are conditions that will favor him. In the arc, and he'll be respected. That'll be guided to third for a single. It's a brilliant start for Oman, isn't it?
Yes, of course, start of this T20I series, and it's been 3 quick wickets, especially in that power play, all-important power play, when the batters have all the freedom to go for the big shots. They've managed to restrict them to a few runs and picked up important opening batter wickets. However, for PNG, still not all is lost. You've got 2 of your most experienced players out there in the middle. And accuracy is something that you can relate with whenever Kalimullah is operating out there. And conditions are certainly favouring him at the moment. Still a little bit of moisture in the air. The breeze is gentle. And he'll look to trouble the batters with that nagging line and length that he loves bowling to. Loves sticking to some really, really good line and length, Kalimullah. Very attacking field. You've got as many as 5 fielders towards the offside. Couple of fielders inside the circle on the onside.
And he's going to be bowling wide of the left-hander. A lot of fielders inside circle because of the power play. And believe at the moment Kalimullah is looking to finish an over which has been spot on. 6 runs of it already. But considering it's the power play, he's done pretty well. If he can keep it down to 6, probably 7, he's done well. Back of length and a quick single. So that'll be end of over number 5. PNG struggling at 29 for 3.
इसके लिए सही है कप्तान अभी इसके लिए आके भैया अभी सही है कि भाई इसके लिए सही है वापस जाओ नहीं वो बैट्समैन मैंने नहीं देखा हमारा कोई भी सारे हैं मार्केट में आएंगे ये शकील भाई रफी लेग जा से रफी
Shakil will continue his third over. 2 overs for 8 runs for him. Wide of the crease.
and probably this one's damaged the wicketkeeper. Might have come off the bat, but Shakil is quick. He looks in a lot of pain here, I mean.
Yeah, absolutely. Normally happens, especially when you've got a bowler like Shakil bowling in from the other end. He always loves bowling with a little bit of pace, and then combine that with the unpredictability of both the batter as well as the pitch. Trying to go for a reverse sweep, or rather reverse paddle, and it's hit him flush on the knee. He's a strong lad though, Pratik Atavale. He'll move on. Once again, that spin as well as that intent from Asadwala, the left-hander, trying to sweep the ball.
This is interesting. The reverse sweep to start off with, and the sweep coming into play very after that. At the moment, Asad is struggling. He's 9 of 10 deliveries, but doesn't look in the mix of things at the moment. Trying to make something happen. This is the last over of the power play. Just 3 balls to go in it. And he's looking for that quick single to get off strike and get a meanie in the mix of things.
Yes, absolutely. And Asadwala has been quite a standout performer, especially all throughout the series so far. And manages to wrap up this over in style. Shakil Ahmed, his 5th ball of the over so far, and still Asadwala is unable to get away with it.
This is brilliant. Brilliant from Shakil. Just 1 run of the over so far. And with a single to add on, it's going to be a 2-run brilliant over from Shakil. And that'll be the end of the power play. 31 for 3, PNG.
Yeah, the highlights of what transpired in that power play. A few boundaries, but then, of course, Bilal Khan making that very first breakthrough in that PNG side. Extra runs were provided. Then Shakil was introduced into the attack as a surprise. He went for a run or two earlier on in his very first over, but then some really good field work here by Ayan Khan. But 3 wickets have fallen, and that's the signal by umpire Rahul Asher that it's the end of power play. Take us through that power play, Pranav.
It's been a standout performance from Oman. Yes, the conditions have favoured them. It's been overcast. But they've been gritty. And they've executed their plans to perfection. That inside out shot is going to be leading with an outside edge. And that'll get Asadullah off strike.
Yeah, most certainly. And of course, Asadwala having rotated that strike of the very last delivery of that Shakil over will once again manage to rotate strike. Now, this is something really good with the PNG batters. They love changing ends. They love keeping the scoreboard ticking. And it's always helpful, whether it be the shorter format of the game or the 50-over format.
Once again, back of length. This is where Kalimullah is beautifully accurate. Yes, he can leak a little bit of runs when he's bowling in the power play initially, because he likes to stick to that back of length, good length area. But once the power play is done and he has a little bit more protection, he's a much more dangerous bowler. Back of length once again. And on this occasion, they're going to be pushing in for the second. So this is good running. This is something which is stand out from PNG. And it's been in all those days that they have been here.
Most certainly, running between the wickets has been a forte, and sometimes it just inspires the other team as well to have a look and understand how to operate, especially in the middle innings. If the boundaries are not coming by, if the boundaries are at a premium, this is the best way to keep your scoreboard
going on with a few runs. Those singles and doubles at the end of the day will surely matter a lot. Kalimullah, on the other hand, is still looking for a few wickets here.
Once again, back of length. And this is bread and butter for Kalimullah at the moment. Loves to do it. And he's allowed to do it. Courtesy of the conditions. Courtesy the batters are a little less aggressive because of those 3 early wickets. And at the moment, Kalimullah is looking good.
Interesting bit of bowling here from Kalimullah. He just is still sticking to that nagging line and length, asking the batters to make that error. And it'll always be a great contest between the batter as well as Kalimullah.
They're happy to rotate at the moment. But what's going to be very important in the context of this game is boundaries. And that's where they'll need to capitalize maybe a boundary every second over. Figure those boundary options out. The captain cool, Zishan Maqsood. He's a strategist, thinking captain. Always has something up his sleeve, whether with the ball, whether with the bat, whether in the field, or if he's just relaxing around. Beautifully bowled, beautifully bowled. They're celebrating here. The captain is expecting a wicket here, but the umpire is unmoved. Angling away from the left-hander, and Kalimullah believes that he's undone of a wicket here.
Yeah, let's have a look at that. Once again, trying to hit that good length mark. And of course, the left-hander, Charles Amini, immediately just leaning across that stump line of his. Unhappy with the proceedings, Rahul Ashar certainly decides that there was no nick. End of the over, 7 done. And of course, 35 for 3. Let's have a look at that scorecard. Tony Ura got off to a start, just 10 runs for him, and then he was done by Bilal Khan. Another LBW appeal got rid of Sisi Bao, only 1. Asadullah Wala, the skipper, is still out there. And then that brilliant run out by Ayan Khan got rid of Liga Siaka, who was in top form in that one-day series. Just 5 runs scored by him. Charles Amini is still there. He scored 7 at a little less than run a ball. 35 for 3. At the moment, PNG. And once again, it's going to be another change in bowling. It's going to be Aqib Ilyas.
Aqib. And he's finding some turn here at the Oman Cricket Academy Oval 1. He's a good bowler. Bowls his left off spin, and this one's a little too difficult to judge, because initially what I felt is the batter got an edge and there was a little bit of sound, but then with the reactions it was otherwise. So we'll never know, but what matters is the batter is still there and he's looking to score.
Most certainly, and they are really good. Both left-handers really good towards their offside area. However, the protection, the fielders have been stationed at the right place. Worked away towards the onside, only a single.
This is good running. Very good running. 2 runs to Amini. And Oman would have felt that they have stolen this. This is not great fielding. And this is where everything is happening at the moment. Inside out, over covers. There is never going to be protection there. So 4 valuable runs for Amini, just when things mattered the most.
Yeah, certainly things are going his way, Amini. Look at that, getting to the pitch of the ball. And of course, it's a great deck at the moment, even though the rains. And Asadwala, the skipper of PNG, this time around, has managed to collect 4 for himself. So this is really good stuff here.
Driven in the air, just short of the fielder, the captain at covers.
Yes, the credit went to Amini. Once again, inside out, and this one's traveling even further. It's going to be all the way. So this is brilliant batting from the captain. He's making it count just when it is required. And that's going to be a wonderful over.
Yeah, let's have a look at that once again. In the slot, and all he had to do was just open the face of the bat and help himself, get the elevation right. And it was a meaty blow. And Asadwala, the skipper, making sure that he collects 6 for himself. So great over, and a forgettable one for Rankibilias, as a matter of fact. It's quite a lot of runs in this particular over. A lot of things to think about for Zishan Maqsood, about the kind of change-ups that are required, and you'll see one right away. 8 gone, 50 for 3 PNG.
Thank you. Only right up round for you. सही है तू थोड़ा ऐसा बस कॉल करूंगा उसके बाद जितना आपको डिस्क्राइब करने मैं माइक रख दूं मेरी भाई
Going to be a change up in that bowling, and of course Mehran Khan will come in from the Oman LNG, and joining me is Jamil Zaidi. Keeps it on the mark, outside off and full. There's going to be only a single.
Couple of changes in the Oman national team today. It was Mehran Khan brought in, Shakil Ahmed also, and Rafiullah is there. Asadullah, one of the best batter PNG has got. The captain today looks to be in good touch, playing his usual cool and calm batting, keeping one end intact. Brilliant maximum in the last over. One boundary and 1-6 definitely give him more confidence. He is always a very good batter. Score a lot of runs for PNG. It's Mehran Khan today brought into the team.
This time full and driven once again. It was in the air for quite a bit of time. Fielder Rafiullah is out there.
That's the confidence. Once you are having runs, you will have that confidence to play on the even up on the hot cover side that time. It's a good repairing done by Amini and Asad. On stage 3 wicket down in very early stages of the game.
This time once again he's trying to correct himself, and of course Pratik Atavale standing up to the keeper will ensure that he's given something to think about.
Good delivery outside the off stump, beating the batsman outside the off stump. Well collected by Pratik. Mehran Khan is just using medium pacers.
This time tries to work it away towards the onside, but no, it's been really quick. What's really impressive is the running between the wickets between these PNG batters. They're really great, haven't they?
Yeah, they have done it in the last match also. Today also they are doing a great job.
Excellent bowling.
So the repairing work is going on between Amini and Asad. Down the side, fitted away nicely onto the long on for one more single. So runs are coming all the way.
Absolutely. And rightly pointed out, they're really looking to repair that innings, that early breakthroughs that Oman have made into this PNG side. But what's happened is both these two experienced batters are out there, and they certainly know how to collect runs, whether it be through boundaries or whether it be through singles and doubles. And this is really impressive from Mehran Khan. He's certainly bowling that hard length, not giving any room whatsoever to both Asad and Amini. End of the 9th over, 53 for 3 PNG.
कप्तान इधर ही थोड़ा अंदर ही रखो, इधर ही बाहर रखो, ये इसके लिए अंदर और दूसरे वाले के लिए बाहर है ना।
And good to see that, of course, it's going to be a reinforced faith in Aqib Ilyas to continue. producing results straight away. The ball turned away from the left-hander, and it's going to be a couple of runs though, but then interesting signs here from Aqib Ilyas.
Nicely placed, and there was no one covering from the throw from the deep third man, but they finally got 2 runs. They're more important. Nishan a bit angry that nobody's backing up.
Excellent.
Once again, upishly played towards the extra cover boundary, 4 runs. That's the confidence they have got. Look at that lovely shot, full confidence over the extra cover.
Yeah, most certainly. There was that very close call that Amini had in that over of Kalimullah, but then after that he's looked like a different batter altogether, collecting his thoughts, and of course getting to the pitch of the ball has been key in this innings for both these two PNG batters, especially Amini. He's helped himself to a boundary now, and of course, along with his captain, will look to post a big total. Once again, that ball turning slightly away from the left-hander. This is really interesting from Aqib Ilyas, the ability to turn the ball both ways.
Excellent cricket from these two, Asad and Amini. Not letting any ball to go without a run. That's very important for them. It was coming into the batter. Aqib Ilyas is a very clever bowler. He's mixing his deliveries with the leg and off spinners. For the left armer, he's bowling off spinners. This time played it out to the long off.
Well done, Shakil bhai.
And got off to a single.
Excellent. Bowling well, Aqib bhai.
Slowly coming towards that end of the over, and Aqib Ilyas has been expensive. 22 runs so far in his spell. And add another one to it, 23 in total. Makes you wonder if this is going to be the last spell for Aqib today. 10 overs done, 62 for the loss of 3 wickets PNG. That's the bowling card so far, and of course Bilal Khan is the pick of the bowlers. 2 wickets for 14 runs in his 2 overs. 7 is what is the economy that he's bowling with. Shakil Ahmed has been another one who's been really impressive. Look at those figures. Of course, no maidens, but then just 10 runs in his spell of 3 overs. Kalimullah tried a little bit. He was expensive because they were ticking along for singles, working him around all over the field. Aqib Ilyas, forgettable day today. 11.5 is the economy that he's bowled with. 23 runs leaked off him so far. Majority of the runs have come from him. Mehran Khan, just a 1 over, and of course only 3 runs. While the players are having a little bit of a breather, and so shall we.
So 62 for 3 in 10 overs. Asadwala and Amini doing the right thing for their team to get a good, decent total on board for Oman to chase. Some great bowling from Bilal Khan in the early part of the match. 2 wickets for him. Mehran Khan bowled exceedingly well in the first over, got only 3 runs. So it's good comeback for Mehran Khan after a long time back into the T20 Oman national team.
He's certainly a very valuable asset in this squad, Mehran Khan, who contributes with the ball, bowls a decent medium pace, and then of course loves keeping it really neat and tidy in terms of runs given, and then later on in the second innings you'll see him bat as well. Now this time it's cut, and it's cut furiously. The ball's racing towards the boundary. It's a quick outfield, and once again it's that bat of Amini, and he's believing himself to collect runs and boundaries.
Yes, the bat will be outside the off stump and nicely dealt it, cut hard over to the cover point boundary. So boundaries are coming for both Asadwala and Amini. Quickly moved on to 66. And time for Oman to think of to stop the run coming out from these 2 batters.
And I think majority of that will have to be with those field placements. They'll certainly have to think a little bit out of the box to try and contain both these 2 left-handers. And that's much better. They certainly have fielders at the right positions, especially for the slog shots. But the bowlers are probably not responding. They're giving them away from the off stump, and that's probably one of the main reasons why the runs have been flowing.
Mehran has got the ability to move the ball into the air. Down the leg side, well collected, but it's wide. He has the ability to move the ball in the air. Slower one, medium pacers.
Well, more than movement, I think they'll be considering keeping a nice tidy line and length. And half the work is done. Look at that. Immediately, the moment that shot was played, they're off the blocks, and this is going to be a good running between the wickets by these 2 batters. You can see the moment the ball is delivered, Asadwala is certainly off the blocks from the non-strikers and always looking to convert a dot ball into single.
Brilliant running between the wicket by these 2. Look at that. First that they completed so quickly, though it will be easy for them to come back for the second run. That's the right way to get the runs from the fielders. And it was tried to smash it outside the off stump, got an edge. So a wicket to Mehran Khan and 1 wicket down for PNG.
Yeah, absolutely. Once again, that hard length that Mehran Khan is bowling at, as well as Pratik Atavale standing up to the stumps, will always make it interesting. Trying to go inside out or trying to go over covers for that big shot, and Amini will have to depart. So breakthrough finally. And that too of the experienced Charles Amini. And Mehran Khan has done well here. 4th wicket down for the PNG.
ये बाहर चला गया बॉल बहुत नहीं मूव तो हो रहा है बॉल और गिर के भी होता है ना इनका ये वाले बॉलर डिफिकल्ट प्रीमियर का जीते ना मेरी T20 समझ के देखो बॉल
So the 4th wicket down, and of course Amini had to depart for 24 odd runs, and in comes Hiri Hiri. And PNG will be worrying, or rather be thinking, if these are the breaks to the scoring of runs. But make no mistake, Hiri Hiri has been the man of the match in that one-day series in the second match. And boy, what an innings that was. Put his head down, grinded, and got quite a few runs for his team. Once again, looking to play towards that cover region, but then gets an inside edge of it.
Top bowling, मेरी भाई, top bowling.
Now this is really good bowling from Mehran Khan.
He always kept his length and line intact and tried to bowl within the 3 stumps, and that's the reason why he's always getting wickets, and today, of course, he bowled well in the very first over and got a wicket also, Amin, in the current over he's bowling now. Just open the face of the bat, taps and run for the one. So one more to the total. It is over number 11, gone, 70 for 4 PNG.
Change in bowling.
Captain Zishan Maqsood will be bowling this 12th over, and it's going to be from the Oman tail end. It's going to be an exciting contest.
White ball.
Have a look at that. I think Pratik Atavale has just missed that. All ends up. It's missed the bowler. It's missed. Beg your pardon, missed the batter. And then, of course, Pratik Atavale hasn't managed to collect that. It's going to be quite a few extras now. Have a look at that.
He moved down to the leg side, doesn't come right behind the ball, missed it, and 24 penalty runs rather. A bonus run for PNG. Once again, nicely placed out to the short mid-wicket region. What a good running between the wickets. Instead of one, they got two from the hands of the fielder.
Absolutely. This is just really delightful stuff. And both this captain Asadwala as well as Hiri Hiri, they have been so electric out while running between the wickets. They're always looking to convert those ones into twos. Trying to keep it straight. Zishan Maqsood will not stop the single. And I think Zishan Maqsood might be aiming for the right-hander to be on strike more often. It's more suited, or that matchup is always there.
White ball.
Outside the off stump, it's a wide. Too much outside the off stump by Zishan Maqsood. Very rarely he's bowling wides. But he has bowled two wides in this over. One down the leg and one on the outside the off stump. Steps. And it's a missed field there at the final, the cover point rather. Gully, it's Bilal Khan who is chasing the ball, and two more runs for PNG.
Yeah, of course. Now this is turning out to be one expensive over, 11 runs already. And he's just bowled these 3 deliveries. It's going to be a very, very long over for Zishan Maqsood. Bilal Khan on that occasion just misjudges the flow of the ball, fails to collect it. Have a look at that, always looking to take a single, steal a single out of the jaws of the fielders. It's really good, positive cricket from these two PNG batters as well as the other batters from PNG. There you go. Now the mind game starts. Zishan Maqsood acknowledging the fact that, of course, Asadwala has been too happy. Strolling across, strolling outside the crease.
Interesting. Stampede it out, flashes it, misses it, got an outer edge, and it's going to be 4 more runs. So very expensive over from Zishan Maqsood. 12 overs gone. It is 86 for 4 PNG.
कल वाला विकेट परसों वाला विकेट अलग है ये थोड़ा आ रहा है ये फ्लैट है ओके put some allowance here
बहुत अच्छे शवा मेरी भाई.
With that, it's going to be change in voices. Moody Mudassar is back in action here in Oman, and it's going to be me, Pranav Mehta, along with him. Mehran Khan will continue from the Oman LNG end.
A very good afternoon, Pranav, and good afternoon all of our viewers.
चलो मेरी भाई.
Last over going for plenty of
bowling,
runs.
Meri bhai,
Now
lovely
PNG
bowling.
looking good. Captain alongside Hiri out there in the middle doing that repair work. Score looks good, 87 for the loss of 4. 12 overs done, Pranav.
Yes, they have a base here.
ओ यार. Okay.
And if Assad can stay there till the end, it could
Badhiya,
very
badhiya,
well
badhiya,
be
Meri
somewhere
bhai.
around 150, 160, which would be par score.
And what
Top
is
bowling, Meri
impressive
bhai,
to
top
watch
bowling.
is these two batters taking those singles and converting the singles into doubles and those odd boundaries. A good partnership, the right time flourishing for PNG.
और मेरी भाई.
At the same time, Mehran Khan looks quite in control. Quicker delivery,
Well bowled, well bowled.
well kept by
Top
the
bowling,
wicket
top
keeper.
bowling.
He's a swing bowler,
Bowling well मेरी
a
भाई.
medium swing bowler, swings both the
अंदर ही
ways.
रखो.
And with the
ज़्यादा
keeper
बाहर हो
standing
रहा है.
up,
और मेरी भाई शवा मेरी
it only
भाई.
suits him a little better. Got that prize wicket in the previous over. Believe it was of Amini, Charles Amini.
एक ये
Swinging in.
रफी.
And that should
Maar
be
de,
one
maar
run.
de.
They are pushing for the second. This is brilliant running. Fantastic running. Yes, there will be an appeal and it might be sent upstairs. Yes, it will be, but fantastic running to start off with that.
Pushing his partner to go for that second run is Captain Asadwala. Firmly pushed towards deep mid wicket. Rafiullah, the fielder. Good pick up and throw. Good release, one bounce straight into the hands of Mehran. Basics are right. And yet again, excellent running between the wickets.
Spot on. This is very good running. And this is what has been concerning the Oman team. The conditions have been on the side of Oman. It's been overcast, it's rained throughout the night, it's rained early morning. They got the early wickets, but ever since, the comeback from PNG was brilliant. That is what makes this international match a standout.
Absolutely, and the way they came back in one-day series after losing the first game, riding high on confidence. And a good recovery here. And if these two can bat for another 3 or 4 overs, as you said, they can go beyond that 150, 160.
और मेरी भाई. ले रे.
Driven well,
Well bowled मेरी भाई.
and that'll be one run to Hiri.
बहुत अच्छे, बहुत अच्छे.
5 runs in 4 balls. Now they'll be eyeing to get a boundary
बढ़िया
here.
बढ़िया बढ़िया यार मेरी भाई.
And what a knock he's playing, Asadwala. He's been very impressive with the ball in the one-day series. Now getting some runs with the blade.
KP.
What's been a standout is the way they've utilized the conditions. In the 50-over format, the ball was turning square. They didn't get bogged down. They were chasing 250. They fought and they made a match out of it.
Top bowling
Here,
मेरी भाई.
overcast conditions, bowlers have
चलो
advantage.
लड़को यार, थोड़ा
Fought
हवा
against
जाने
it,
दो यार.
making a match out of it. So
माहौल
it is the
बनाएंगे यार, अब
intent,
थोड़ा
the
माहौल
quality of
बनाएंगे यार,
PNG
अच्छे और शाबाश.
that has impressed me a lot.
Catch it.
Width offered. There was a chance put down by Zishan Maqsood. It was hit hard. But some runs have been saved by Zishan.
Yes, that was traveling. And this could have been one of those kind of catches which would be viral around. But it's been put down by Captain Cool. 13 overs gone, 92 for 4 PNG.
एक मिनट मिला दे तेरा चौथे रिंग थोड़ा पीछे जा
Well done.
So gone for some runs in his first over. Persisting to bowl his second over. He has Zishan Maqsood. Slow in the air, nicely bowled. A loopy delivery coming into the left-hander.
Top bowling, Shani bhai.
Driven well. This ball's traveling. And it's going to be that man Shakil at sweeper cover, covering it up. 2 runs nonetheless for both these batters who've been running very well between the wickets.
Good to see they are not going aerial. Basics are right.
Well done, Shani bhai.
Working really hard for those singles and doubles. Nicely bowled coming into the left-hander. Giving a good tough time to Oman's side. This is what happens when you win the game. That to a comeback. It was in the second one day for PNG. Now the batters are looking good. Adapting to the conditions here in Oman.
Driven once again down the ground. We'll get a single there.
Top bowling, Shani bhai, top bowling.
The rotation, strike rotation has been spot on. And that is what has allowed them to get into games, build partnerships, and then have that initial build up with a spot of burst towards the end to capitalize on the equation.
बहुत बढ़िया.
Playing as per the plan is Asad and Hiri Hiri. 6 wickets in hand. Just a matter of 1 or 2 big overs. Cut hard straight towards the fielder. So 14 overs. And then the previous over, the way Zishan went for that catch, it reminds me of the catch he took against Ireland in 2016.
This was struck and it's traveling. You're standing fairly bit away and give him marginal reaction time.
Bowling well, bowling
And this
well,
was the
guys,
catch.
bowling well,
The
guys.
catch which made the posters. Look at it. Yes, it was a few years away. The man did not have a beard. And look at that catch. This was all around the social media, all on a lot of posters as well. And it was the talk of the town.
थोड़ा 3-4 ऊपर रफी.
Similar kind of equation, similar kind of opportunity, but this time a little less reaction time.
मार दे, मार दे.
And good job done by the production team, though the director is young, but still he follows the game.
वाह, मेरी भाई,
He
शो
has
मेरी भाई.
taken us way back 2016. It was a wonderful catch taken by Zishan
बहुत
Maqsood
बढ़िया मेरी भाई.
against Ireland.
क्या बात है, क्या
Still
बात है,
fit
लड़कों.
enough, almost 8 years gone.
Yes, he works very hard. But time does play a part. You can't be as fit as you were 8 years ago. With time, it will slow down. It will take a toll on your body, especially when you're playing so much of international cricket. Just talking about the last couple of months, a month and a half rather, the D10s, then the D50s, and now international fixtures. So look at the amount of cricket, and it's just been like a day break, 2-day break, and games.
अले यार.
Dancing down the track, over third, and this is going to be a boundary. This is brilliant cricket from PNG here.
बहुत अच्छे, good sign here.
Calculative risk from Hiri Hiri. 100 comes up for PNG. Coming down the track and played over the short third man. A much needed boundary.
बहुत अच्छे, बहुत
It's
अच्छे.
becoming a headache, this partnership for
No worries,
Zishan
no worries,
Maqsood and for Oman. Giving good support to his captain is Hiri Hiri.
Well bowled, पकड़ लो आप. Top bowling.
Well bowled. Good comeback from Mehran. He's league 6 of 3
क्या
deliveries,
बात है मेरी भाई.
and the 4th one being a dot ball.
Lovely bowling,
This is
lovely
his
bowling.
final over of his spell. 24 for 1. figures which are acceptable in a T20 format. Can he finish well is the question. This one's up in the air. There is a fielder for protecting that, and he'll keep it down to 1. The cricket has been outstanding from PNG. They've fought the battles hard. They've looked to capitalize. And that's where this 50 over series and now the T20Is are a standout. A lot of viewership. Almost run out there. Saving the captain. Rather, it was Hiri. So 15 overs gone. 104 for 4 PNG.
फिलहाल कलीमला तेरा 1250 है लवली 1250 बताएं कितना पड़ा है वो ज़्यादा अंदर है 20 मिनट इधर बाहर हो 20 मिनट हाँ
Continues to bowl his third over. Zishan Maksud gone for some runs, wicketless so far. Smart piece of batting by Asadwala, giving the strike to Hiri, who is looking good. I think it's time to accelerate here. They'll be eyeing to get at least 9 or 10 runs every over from here onwards.
And the ploy has been to make sure that Asadwala stays there on one end while he replays these kinds of shots, trying to capitalize the equation, capitalize the situation rather. And he's been doing that for the past few overs.
Again on the back foot. What kind of total do you think it will be enough for PNG, especially on this surface where the conditions are quite favorable for bowlers?
Shot pulled straight down the ground, will get one. I feel anything in excess of 150 is going to be competitive. 160 is going to be very difficult to chase. And anything in surplus of 160 is like a game you have done well.
An arm delivery coming sharply into the right hand and nicely managed. This is what I like about these two batters. They are not under pressure. They're making sure to take singles and just wait for that bat delivery to dispatch towards the boundary rope.
They need a boundary here. Just 4 runs of those 5 deliveries.
When we were praising, this is what happened. The commentator's curse. At last, break has been provided by Zishan Maksud. His counterpart, Asadwala, coming down the track, misses the line completely. Strikes Zishan for the first time in this game.
Flighted, understanding that there was pressure on Wala to get a boundary here. And that's where its mind games working in your favor at the moment. The captain cool, Zishan Maksud, strikes. And he strikes with castling the timber. The captain of PNG is going to be walking back. Asadwala, 40 of 39. He played well there. But is not going to be capitalizing towards the end of this all-important first innings.
the right time, Zishan Maqsood getting better of Asadwala in the previous over. Wicket going down. A good partnership comes to an end. Half of the side of PNG back in the hut. 108 for the loss of 5. And in comes Shakil. And in comes in the com box is Amin Wagle. Welcome, Amin.
Thank you very much, Mudi Bhai. And of course, it's going to be Shakil Ahmed who's going to be in operations, and he's been quite economical and really very difficult to get away with. His last over
Well done, well done.
of this day, and he's managed to just lend 10 runs or add 10 runs to that PNG total. He's been on point all morning.
A quicker delivery, smart piece of bowling, and he has been a very good addition to this Oman side. A true all-rounder. Can bat at number 7, number 8 and get you those crucial runs now. He has been very economical with the ball.
Going to try and get a couple of runs to their name, and of course there was no protection. It was a vacant area behind the stumps, behind the legs. Not convincing, but Hiri will certainly wouldn't mind a couple of runs added to the total. Now Shakil more than often looks to bowl those economical overs. And in the process, now this is some excellent stuff here from Zishan Maqsood. Just diving to the right and out of nowhere just pops up into the frame. Making that last ditch effort will save quite a few runs here. And he's certainly a gun cricketer, Zishan Maqsood. Animated and entertaining all throughout.
So Nelson on board.
Well bowled, well bowled.
Good to see Shakil Ahmed
Well
bowling in his limitations, not greedy to go for those wickets.
Stop bowling sacks.
In T20, what matters is not to give away those easy runs. Put the batter under pressure and let your partner come and take those wickets.
Yeah, you'll never see him pick up wickets by the bucket, but then, of course, hunting in pairs is also a thing.
Well done, well bowled, well bowled.
And once again, it's another economical run or economical over for Shakil Ahmed that comes to an end. 5 runs from it, 17 gone, 113 for 5.
Rafi, tu baar ja, Bilal andar aa. Tehran. Slightly towards you. That's the center. Yeah. Now you go. Change in bowling.
Last 3 overs, and of course, you'll see the opening bowlers in action. Bilal Khan from the Oman tail end. Slower ball, and this time he's just given it a little bit of a slog, short. There is a fielder out there towards the onside. Couple of runs, and Hiri will be back on strike.
It all depends on Hiri to take them, go past that 145, 150. What excellent knock he played. The second one day, winning knock from the blade of Hiri.
Digs it out deep, and of course there's going to be a little bit of mix-up here. Stranded midway, Shad Soper. And Hiri did not want to give strike. Bilal Khan missing the stumps on this occasion. Have a look.
He has an ample of time. How can he miss that? Lucky escape for the batter here. Soper. Shad Soper was the batter at the non-striker end. But a good comeback in the last couple of overs for Oman. Connects well and goes beyond the reach of deep square leg. Got a brilliant shot. A maximum for Hiri and more runs for PNG.
Yeah, what a confident looking shot here from Hiri. Certainly it shows that he's been in form, and he's certainly been amongst the runs. Not afraid to play that cross-batted shot. Have a look at that rocking onto the back foot, maintaining his balance, and then out comes the big squat from Hiri towards the onside. It's a maximum, yeah. Having said that, of course, they've managed to keep this total to a very low one. The surface, despite it's been overcast, despite of all that rain and moisture in the deck, is still holding out to be a pretty good batting track.
Absolutely, and good to see he anticipated that bumper from Bilal quite early. Sam a bit fuller, running hard. And yet again, terrific running between the wickets.
This time manages to take a shot at the stumps and successfully as well. But then Shad Soper had already completed the run. So interesting phase of play. After this will be the penultimate and the final over. Of course, it's going to be Bilal Khan in that very final over of the innings, but then that penultimate over is going to be very interesting. Would it be Mehran Khan? Would it be Aqib Ilyas? Zishan Maqsood himself? Big shot towards the onside. Once again, there is a fielder this time around. They're certainly looking to play a lot towards the onside, aren't they? Probably one of the most favorite spots to score some quick runs.
Especially in a shorter format, the batter tends to go towards the leg side, and he's very strong Hiri towards deep square leg and deep mid wicket. He needs some support from the other end as well. A runner ball, single for Chad Soper. Nicely bowled and well played. Thought of that second run, no chance of that. Excellent work from Rafiullah. So good over. 12 runs from that over of Bilal. PNG 125 for the loss of 5 at the end of over number 18.
Hello. Come round.
Well, questions answered. The penultimate over, of course, goes to Zishan Maqsood. 12 runs of that previous over of Bilal Khan and a couple of more overs like that, and the PNG will certainly be sitting pretty with a good total.
Onto the back foot and finds the gap between long on and mid wicket. Excellent pickup shot. The transformation of the weight on the back foot and finds the boundary, a much needed boundary. Now they are looking good. They're targeting Zishan.
Yes, certainly, and this time it's Shad Soper. And the intent is very clear, to amass as much runs as possible. Once again, this time towards the onside, the fielders out there just going to fall short of Rafiullah. Have a look at that once again. Certainly an aerial shot, a dive maybe, or maybe a little bit of attacking approach if he would have probably taken a little bit more of a start at the time of delivery, would have certainly helped the cause for the Oman team. Once again, this time it's aerial and safely pouched. Mehran Khan doesn't miss many, and Zishan Maqsood will get a second victim. It's the prized wicket of Hiri, who certainly was looking to score quickly.
A good effort coming from Mehran in the deep. An excellent catch, slow in the air. Going down on one, he wanted to go big. There comes Mehran covering almost 5 to 7 meters. A good knock from Hiri comes to an end. Strikes for the second time. Zishan Maqsood, PNG 130 for the loss of 6.
लेफ्टी है हाँ रेडी तो नहीं रहेगा वो धीरे से बाहर बाहर करना मगर ये
इधर ही रहना कलीमला आके पीछे जाना आके पीछे जाना
नया इसका खेला नहीं है इसने अभी नया बैट है उस पर लगा ही नहीं है अभी कलीम भाई उस पे बॉल ही नहीं लगा बैट नया है
Hila is the new man in from PNG. And straight away out comes
well bowled.
the off spin
Ball,
for
ball, ball,
Zishan
Shani bhai.
Maksud.
जिस हिसाब से
Trying to
इसने
mix
drive
it up.
खेला है, बाहर के लिए रेडी रहेगा
Will not allow the new man Hila to settle in.
ओ यार
A single
batting
conceded
डाल
of
दे
the
आराम
last
से।
ball. They'll always look to take that second but won't get it this time around. So an end to the penultimate over. 19 gone, 131 for 6.
खालदा सेंटर लेग या थैंक यू
Last over will be Bilal Khan. And Newman in Hila certainly punches that towards the offside, will grab a single, and it's up to Shad Soper now to make maximum use of the opportunity he's got so far.
What a bowler, Bilal Khan, especially in the death overs, known for bowling those Yorkers, though he has gone for some runs in his previous over. But a lot depends on him, 132. The good news for Oman, they have got rid of Hiri Hiri in the previous over of Zishan. Every run matters from here onwards for PNG. Last 5 legal deliveries in this first innings.
Once again tries to nail that Yorker in. This time negotiated really well by Shad Soper. So another run, 4 more deliveries remaining. And PNG might be thinking they've lost wickets at crucial junctures, at really those particular times when they would actually want quite a few runs on board to have a little bit of experience out there in the middle. 133 so far. At the toss, we certainly heard our colleagues say that 140 could be a par score here. This time tries something inventive and misses it. All ends up. This is really poor cricket from Hilaware.
That too against the likes of Bilal Khan. It's not easy to play those unorthodox shots against the likes of Bilal. It's a good over. 3 balls, couple of runs. Still, I believe they can go beyond that 140 or even 142, 143. It will be a good total on this track, keeping in mind they are a very good fielding unit.
Once again, in that block hole, dug it out, Hilaware, and he's going to get just a single, bringing Shad Soper on strike. He has been the more experienced out there, been there with Hiri Hiri, so he would have certainly learned a little bit, or rather a thing or two about scoring runs in that last over. Only a couple of balls remaining. I reckon it's going to be a huge slog. Slog it is, and yes, of course, he's not got the elevation, neither the power. However, excellent running between the wickets is going to just end up in a couple of runs conceded for Oman. They'll certainly have to spruce up that fielding bit in their game.
Yet again showing why they are best when it comes to the running between the wickets straight away. They know They are going for the second run. Communication has been brilliant between these batters of PNG. Testing Ayan Khan. Boundaries are hard to come. So they are converting those singles into doubles. The final ball of the first innings is Soper on strike.
Excellent here from Bilal Khan. Understanding that, of course, Shad Soper as well as the other batters are really looking to thump him towards the onside. Manages to keep it away from the right-hander. And that results in a dot ball. So that's the end to this PNG innings. Of course, there were wickets, there were runs, there were some maximums that we witnessed as viewers. And of course, quite a few wickets to go down as well. They'll be happier, Oman, restricting them to 130 odd runs, just a shade above 130. Have a look at that batting scorecard. Tony Ura went for 10 and of course followed him by CC Bao, and both were taken by Bilal Khan. 40 for 39 balls. Asadullah Wala, the skipper, standing tall in that batting cart. Liga Siaka, 5 of 2, and he was run out by a brilliant throw by Ayan Khan. Some good presence of mind. Charles Amini and Hiri Hiri, 24 as well as 34 respectively, and they ensured that the PNG reached to 136 for 6. Shad Soper was there towards the end. He got to double figures as well.
Some runs in the middle order for PNG. And talking about the bowling of Oman, they have been very impressive at the start of the inning, especially Shakil Ahmed, though wicketless. He bowled quite well, 4 overs going for just 15, and a couple of wickets for Bilal Khan and Zishan Maqsood, and a wicket for Mehran Khan. Kalimullah 2 overs going for 12, and Akib Ilyas going for plenty of runs in his couple of overs, and 9 extras helping PNG to post 136 for the loss of 6 in their allotted 20 overs.
Neat and tidy work by the Oman bowlers, but at the same time there was quite a bit of rebuilding, repair and patchwork by the PNG batters as well. Let's have a look at the highlights. It was Bilal Khan who at the start got a little bit of treatment, but then he struck, and he struck really well. That was CC Bao getting adjudged LBW. Have a look at that once again, just trying to work his way towards the onside, and they managed to collect quite a few runs on that. Then came that run out. Some excellent work by Ayan Khan. Only one stump to aim at, and then that accuracy helped him get rid of that batter. Lusty blows by captain Asadwala, and they were all around the ground. Hit a few maximums, did everything right. Charles Amini hit a few good blows as well, but then Charles Amini had to depart, courtesy some accurate bowling by Mehran Khan. Zishan Maqsood got a little bit of treatment as well, very expensive in his first over. But then he struck, and it was that prized wicket of Asadwala, the captain, who was otherwise looking really threatening. A few big lusty blows of Hiri Hiri as well as all the other batters, but then there was another wicket. It kept coming back time and again. However, to summarize, I would probably say the target is set, and Oman have 137 in their sights, and that's going to be an interesting run chase. We're going to take a short break, and that run chase will follow after that. Do stay tuned, do not go anywhere.
Good afternoon and welcome back from Oman Cricket Academy ground, Muscat, for the Dafa News T20 series between Oman and Papua New Guinea. Oman is going to chase 136 runs posted by PNG. Some excellent bowling from the Oman bowlers. Some excellent batting also from the PNG batters, especially the captain Asadwala and Hiri Hiri. So it's a good chase. Along with me, it's Pranav Mehta to carry on the combox.
137 is what is required by Oman to win this game. 137 with the required run rate just being shade below 7. So an even Steven game to start off with. A game where we expected 145 to be par, and they are just around it.
Well, I believe they have shot about 10 to 20 runs as we expected that 150, the way Asadwala was playing Hiri Hiri, but later on it was good comeback by the Oman spinners as well as from Bilal Khan, who bowled extremely well. The last over did not allow the batters to hit maximum runs out of it. Good bowling performance from Oman. Of course, some batting was there from Asadwala and Hiri Hiri. That could have gone to 150, but later on it was great comeback by the Oman bowlers.
Duckworth Lewis. Something that has been spoken about through the day, I believe might not come into contention because the sun is shining bright and these are beautiful conditions to play cricket in.
Yeah, absolutely. I think this might not be required that. Sun is shining brightly and clouds are there, but that is too much away from the Oman Cricket Academy ground.
Rahul Asher will say play. Immediately starting with the wide there. The left arm pacer who started operations from the Oman LNG end, and he will leak an extra down the leg to Kashyap.
The Omani openers Kashyap Kumar Prajapati and Pratik. Good experience between them. Played a lot of cricket together as an opening partner. Bribun ball outside the off stump by Kabua, generating some pace off the wicket, beating the batter outside the off stump.
I'm not too sure, but I believe this is the first time we are seeing Pratik Athavale in this red uniform in the T20 format for Oman. Beautifully bowled. Cutting Kashyap Kumar Prajapati into a half between the bat and pad. So early movement for Kabua. And this will make it a little too interesting because Kashyap Kumar Prajapati will be looking for some expensive shots.
This time brilliantly bowled. Just the area where the bowlers has to bowl to defend. Not a very good total, 136, but of course to fight it on from here on, they have to bowl within the wickets, and that's the area where I think Omani batters had to score runs out of that.
If you're talking about the batting depth, Aqib Ilyas, Zishan Maqsood, Khalid Kail, Ayan Khan, Rafiullah, Mehran Khan. Beautiful, beautiful. He's bowling in an area where there's a lot happening for him. Kabua, Moria. And then there will also be services of Kalimullah, Bilal Khan and Shakil Ahmed. So batting very deep is Oman.
Yeah, definitely up to 9 and 10. With Mehran Khan coming at number 8, obviously it looks how much batting lineup Oman has got. This time Kabua, very, very economical, bowled within the length and iron. Getting some pace also from the wicket.
Kabua, Wagim Moria. The left arm pacer of PNG. An interesting field as well. There's a very straight short mid wicket. There's a mid wicket as well. And there is a long on in place as well. So with that, the right-hander is going to be forced to play a little too straight. and he cannot afford to play anything in the air on the leg side.
He is bowling very tight within the wickets with pace as well. Once again, nicely bowled into the wickets. So end of over number 1 gone. Oman yet to score.
Slightly in. Yeah, that's your leg. That's your leg, yeah.
The first one scored with a wide. It's Gardner, a very typical bowler, generating pace. He bowled exceedingly well in the last one day he has played,
Bowler coming right, I'm over.
with slinging action, bowling, trying to bowl into the wickets with his pace.
With that slingy action, he does hit the deck hard. And that's where he will keep the batter interested. Just outside the off stump, he'll keep asking those difficult questions. Would have loved PNG to start off with a slip. And that would have been really interesting. Both the Oman batters looking to be watchful to start off.
To put pressure, obviously, you'll have to, with such a total of 136, not that much good. But you will have to attack right from the first over. Once again, brilliantly fielded on his own, bowling athletic. He's a superb body. Gardner.
Something that Pratik will have is license and authority. Because you don't want to make this 136 look like 150, 155 with those initial quiet overs. So they will be looking for runs here.
White ball.
And that will be provided by Gardner in terms of a wide.
Suman starting out with 2 wides. As you correctly said that they look for singles, giving chance to the other partner Kashyap Kumar Prajapati to come on. This time nicely played, open the face of the bat towards the cover point boundary. Good start for Pratik, 4 runs.
That'll bring a lot of confidence to Pratik. Oman investing in this young lad, a young wicketkeeper, and he has brilliant hand-eye coordination. This is a prime example of it, all along the carpet. He does time the ball well, doesn't he, Jamil Bhai? Very good. And this is early investment from Oman for Pratik. Yes, we do know that Suraj Kumar and Naseem were around for a very long time.
This time within the wickets, down the leg side. Yes, of course, but he's also joined the Oman national team a year before. Scored runs also, kept the wicket as well. So among 3 wicket-keeper batters, he looks to be the better one as far as the batting is concerned.
Even that keeping, the catch which he took probably earlier in this innings of a left-handed batter of the bowling of Mehran Khan. Brilliant. And a couple of takes down the leg as well.
Open the face of that. Brilliantly through the cover boundary. 4 runs. That's a lovely shot.
Where is the photocopy machine? Because that's exactly what he's doing. A similar kind of shot, a similar kind of result. all along the carpet through that area between cover and point. This is beautiful. Beautiful. Kashyap Kumar Prajapati getting in the act of things now. Shot pulled. This ball's traveling as well. But the damn outfield will hold it on. So this is a great start. Things weren't happening for Oman, and they have fought back to get back into things. 2 overs gone, 13 for no loss Oman.
So very expensive over from Gardner. 11 runs. And one came back with the runs as well, except for the first over. We just got one wide. Down the wicket, tracks it beautifully over the cover boundary. Lovely shot. That's the way this Kashyap Kumar Prajapati and Pratik Rawal are known for.
Certainly. Kashyap and Pratik enjoying each other's. And this one was just over covers. Through that gap between covers and mid-off. So they're looking to play their shots. They're looking to show the intent. They're brilliant strikers of the ball. And that's what they're doing at the moment. This is much better. Brilliantly executed to make a comeback. Talking about Pratik Athavale. 5 matches, 135 runs with an average of 33.8 and a strike rate of 118.4. So very early days for the young lad. And this I'm talking about 2 T20 eyes.
Gradually, once he will get the getting experience playing with the national team. Once again, uses his feet this time. Over the head of the cover boundary. We'll have to see the umpire signal. And they go for the third one as well. Brilliant effort for the fielder.
So this is very good running. Both young champs. Inside out. Over the point fielder. It's rained last evening, early morning, and that's why the outfield is a little sluggish. And this was touch and go at the boundary rope. Although, what's going to matter is 3 runs given to Kashyap Kumar Prajapati. And it's going to be Pratik Athavale now on strike.
It was a race, take a little time for the batters to come on. Sensing the balls in the middle of the bat and then go for the runs and go for their shot at what Pratik and Kashyap Kumar Prajapati has done.
Oh, lovely Karibe!
Beautiful ball within the wickets coming into the batter. Confidently played.
This is a good ploy from the PNG. Bringing the keeper up to the stumps to the left arm pacer Kabua. That will restrict Pratik and Kashyap from dancing down the track. Not sure restrict is the right word. Could be hesitant. Flicked off his pads. Will be a single for Pratik.
Good cricket from both of them. After boundaries, go for the singles. Always pleasant to see. Better hitting a boundary in the next ball. Go for the singles. This time once again onto the back foot. Played it out towards the long off, but got a single as well. So the over number 3 has gone. Oman 23 for no wicket.
Change in bowling. Madam over.
Look at the weather. It's the lighting tower behind mountains and the white building of Oman Cricket Academy. Lovely sight to see with some clouds there, making the things more beautiful.
There are a few dense clouds on the other side. Well bowled, beautifully bowled. Chad, he's been one of those pick-off bowlers for PNG in this tour of Oman. Coming back to the weather, there are a few dense clouds on the other side of the ground, but nothing too serious as of now, because there's a wonderful match in progress at the moment.
Swept well, and it's going to be over the square leg boundary. Beautifully timed stroke for the maximum.
Chad is a medium pacer, likes to stick around the good length area, and this was something predetermined. Using the pace of the bowler and angling it over backward square leg for a maximum. Kashyap Kumar Prajapati, he's a special player. He's a wonderful striker of the ball, very elegant, easy on the eyes, dynamic. At the same time, he's very aggressive. And that's what makes him very special. Jamil bhai, 6 balls, 0 runs, 12 balls, 16 is equal to Kashyap Kumar Prajapati.
Kashyap is always aggressive, never bowed down, come with his own batting form, no pressure on him, comes and plays natural game. That's the reason he's getting runs all the time. Once again pulled it away to the fielder at long on. So far, extremely good 4 overs for Oman. So far, 30 runs of that, except for the first over, which was given only 1 wide.
There's an incredible start from Oman in the second innings. Angling into the pads and once again flicked behind square leg. And both these batters are really quick, lightning quick. They'll scamper around for 2 runs.
We have seen excellent batting from both PNG and well, especially the running between the wickets extremely well for both PNG and for Oman as well. It's down the leg side, well collected by the keeper, but it's a wide.
Oh, yes. We thought for a moment the keeper had collected it, but it's going to be 5 wides. Such was the reaction of the wicketkeeper. Missing it by a margin. And immediately, this is all going in favor of Oman at the moment. Chad has been very expensive, 14 runs of 5 balls. And that wonderful shot from the middle of the bat will allow Pratik to get a single to wind things up. 4 overs gone, 38 for no loss Oman.
Right, John. Right hand. Tá, aí corda nunca. John, não botar.
4 overs done, 38 for no loss, and of course, a little bit of mix-up in voices. It's going to be me, Amin Wagle, and of course, Mudassir Ali Qureshi, and then there's going to be a change in bowling as well.
First time someone has introduced me the combo box with my full name. Thanks a lot, Amin. An electrifying start provided by Kashyap Kumar Prajapati and good support provided to Prajapati from the side of Pratik Athavale. 38 for no loss. For the first time, it's John has been introduced.
Plays it off the back foot. Now, it's been quite an electrifying start, rightly said. 38 for no loss, and they're nearly around the 10 runs and over mark. Always getting off to a great start in the power play will ensure that the rest of the innings is comfortable.
Nicely bowled and well managed by Prajapati, and good to see a youngster Pratik Athavale getting an opportunity and making use of it, providing that much needed support to Prajapati.
John Carrico has been good with both right-handers out there at the crease. He'll certainly be a very key personnel in this PNG bowling lineup. Always looking to take the ball away from the right-handers, and he's pretty slow through the air as well. Loves giving the ball a good rip. In the one-day series, we did see him contributing, and results straight away. He skied this one and into the hands of the keeper. And John Carrico strikes. It's the first one for Oman to head back into the dugout. And it's Pratik Athavale who's been looking absolutely brilliant all throughout this first phase.
What a ball, what a ball. Bowling it away from Pratik Athavale. Bit greedy, wanted to go big. Just ran out of the patient here. Pratik Athavale, the first wicket going down. And the good news for PNG. that John strikes in his first over. Pratik managing 14 of 13 balls with the help of 2 fours.
So out goes one swashbuckling batter. In comes another one. Aqib Ilyas, AQ 47 is in the house, rather in the center at the moment. A completely different type of a cricketer in this 20-over format. He's a gun person, isn't he?
Oh, absolutely, and we have seen the way he gets his runs in the shorter format in D10 and D20 for the first time. Aqib facing John. And what an over at the right time, getting that spinner, responding to the call of the captain. Is John getting better of Pratik Athavale. Still in a strong position is Oman. Yes and no, not interested, Kashyap Prajapati. So successful over, just couple of runs and a wicket for John. The end of over number 5, Oman 40, they have lost Pratik Athavale.
Jack Gardner from the PNG will be looking to belt a few. And straight away on the money. And he's such a strong young lad, Jack Gardner. He's gone for plenty in that first over of his. But now with the new batter out there in the middle, he'll certainly look to make amends, trouble the new batter. quite a bit. Loves coming in really nice and hard. Runs in well, has got a good follow through as well. Looks to sling the ball, and more often than not, it's always around that good length mark, and that's why I really like the look of Jack Gardner. He's so effective in this 20-over format. Once again, this time on the good length area, in the air for a fair bit amount of time, and Akib will need to adjust right away.
The first over, he has been taken for a ride by Kashyap Prajapati bowling towards the off stump. Now changing his line, coming into the right-handers. Akib is very strong towards his leg side, a risky player. Loves to get those runs with his bottom hand. Flick of the wrist, fielder station. And wicket number 2, the big wicket. The plan working in favor of PNG, sticking to that middle and leg stump line. A bit fuller, wanted to go big, finds the fielder in the deep. In deep trouble. 2 quick wickets going down for Oman.
High fives all around, and of course that celebration is due because this is the big wicket of the big man, Akib Ilyas, skying this one towards the square leg boundary and into the hands of Liga Siaka. Safe pair of hands, and especially under pressure because Akib Ilyas is a big wicket. Gone for naught. Oman have lost their second wicket.
Next time, yeah.
Skipper Zishan Maqsood, the showman of the Oman cricket team here, is out there in the middle, and that's courtesy that dismissal of Akib Ilyas. Jack Gardner has struck in his very second over after being taken apart by Kashyap Kumar Prajapati and the other right-handed batter in his very first over. Makes amends immediately. Coming around the wicket, trying to angle the ball into the left-hander Zishan Maqsood.
How many times we have seen a bowler getting a wicket. The very next over, his partner looks completely changed, going for some runs, 12 runs in his first over. Now, what an over. 4 deliveries, just a single and a wicket to his name. That too, that big wicket of Akib Ilyas, the left and right hand combination. Out there in the middle for Oman. Riding high on confidence is Gardner.
Yes, certainly a player that is built or rather programmed for this 20-over format. Jack Gardner believes in steaming in hard towards those batters, hurling those balls with much vigor, much pace. And the scheme of things, straight away, this time he's crunched that over covers. It's an aerial shot, and what a great strike that is from Zishan Maqsood. It's worth only 4, and I say only 4 because that's a shot and a half from the captain of the Oman cricket team. 45 for 2 after 6.
Pratik Atavale and Prajapati started off quite well, especially Prajapati taking some liking for Gardner. Use of the feet from Pratik Atavale. They started off brilliantly. This was a excellent shot, pickup shot towards the deep square leg. Then this happened in the first over of John. The first wicket, Pratik Atavale. Then A good setup plan from Gardner to get rid of Akib Ilyas. So trying to make a comeback. In this game is PNG, and this was the final ball of the power play. Sent for the 4-4 from the blade of Zishan Maqsood. The signal coming in. It's the end of power play. It's Prajapati on strike. And CC Bao has been introduced, the off-break bowler.
Yeah, straight away CC Bao, and that's probably to counter Zishan Maqsood, the left-hander. But at the moment, it's Kashyap Kumar Prajapati who's looked in really good touch in this innings, especially. That pickup shot towards the square leg boundary was absolutely a delight to watch.
Keep going, Baras. Keep going, Baras.
So some gentle off spin, or rather off break from CC Bao. They'll be looking to just move around a little bit, try and score a few runs. We've seen it all in this power play. Runs, wickets, boundaries, as well as some good aggressive bowling and batting.
What a series we have witnessed. The one day, couple of games, both the teams sharing the success in that OD series. Shimmy down the track, nicely managed, chased by the fielder. Good work. Yes and no. And rightly sent back by Zishan Maqsood. It's a good piece of bowling, and what is good to see is the attacking field from Asadwala. They have shot mid-wicket. The captain himself trying to stop those singles for the right-hander. Now the field remains the same for the left-hander as well. Now there is an invitation for Zishan Maqsood to go over that short mid-wicket fielder. A close-in point fielder, short third man, short covers. There's a big vacant area towards that long on and deep square leg.
Straying down the line, and these are going to be free runs for Oman. And it's going to cross the ropes as well. So wide, and of course a boundary. Rather, it's not going to be wide, it's just going to be 4 runs off the bat. So certainly Zishan Maqsood has managed to tickle that down.
A waiver delivery rightly punished by Zishan. Not trying to hit it hard, and 50 comes up for Oman in 6.4 overs. The legend of Oman, the captain Zishan Maqsood. Excellent, sensible piece of batting.
Nice, check it down. Check it down.
Absolutely. A single, a boundary, and now a single to rotate strike, because Kashyap Kumar Prajapati is striking the ball well at the other end as well. And all he does is just works that away towards the offside. The ball will travel, but not before.
Nice, Kari.
Kashyap Kumar Prajapati is sent back, so denying him that second run. Zishan Maqsood, end of the over. This is 7 runs of the first over from CC Bao. 7 gone, 52 for the loss of 2 wickets, Oman.
Changing bowling. Left him around. Oi, paya muri nai.
John Corrico to continue. And he's coming after that very successful first over. 2 runs and a wicket to him. Tries to cut that, opens the face of the bat towards the offside. Another single. It's phases like these that really make or break a run chase. And Zishan Maqsood and Kashyap Kumar Prajapati are certainly one of the few better players in that lineup who you'd really want to be in this particular phase. They know how to score quickly. They know how to make use of that field all around, the fielding placements, and very smart as well. Works away for a single.
Especially when it comes to the rotation of the strike, Zishan Maqsood knows well how to pick those gaps. The doubles will be hard to come when Zishan Maqsood is out there in the middle, concentrating on singles. A technically very sound batter. Always treat to watch when he's in full flow, Prajapati.
At the moment, just dealing in singles. Not too far away from a few attacking shots. Another punt down towards long on, and it's going to be a single to Zishan Maqsood. Now Kashyap Kumar Prajapati has a couple of balls, and he's got the license to go for the big shot, especially against John Kariko. He'll fancy playing that off break. Decides against it.
It's always good to see, and the bowler is bowling with a lot of control. It's always good to show some respect. He has got that big wicket of Pratik Atavale in his very first over now, keeping it simple. Back of length. Yet again a single. So 6 runs in the second over of John. 8 overs done, 58 for the loss of 2.
Copy that. Umpire. Yeah. Get it. Namo. To, siłkam. Sako, noga.
8 overs done, 58 for the loss of 2. And there will be a change in the bowling as well as there will be a change in the combo. Rejoining me in the second innings is Pranav Mehta. Welcome, Pranav. Oman in a strong position, but PNG trying to make a comeback by getting those couple of wickets.
Thank you, Mudassar. It's going to be a tough match for PNG at the moment.
Oh, nice, Terry boy. Lovely, Terry boy.
Super. Will feel a little more confident with a well spread out field.
Nice, Terry.
He came in the power play and he was taken to a liking. And now that there is a little bit of a spread out field, more protection. Looking for a big heave. Across the line. Maybe the in-swinger. And the impact area would have been a point of consideration.
What has forced Zishan Maqsood to play that shot is there is no protection in the deep. They have shot mid-wicket. The big vacant area from long on towards the deep square leg. Coming around the wicket with the tangle. It's always tough to get that LBW as a bowler. Change of pace, inside out. This time goes towards the mid-off. 1 bounce, 2 bounce, 3 bounce, 4 runs. The second boundary for Zishan Maqsood. A lovely piece of batting.
He has a huge armory. One weapon doesn't work, remove the other weapon and strike the opponent hard. That's the theory that Zishan Maqsood follows, and he's implementing it so well against Soper. He was looking to go across the line. On this occasion, showing it the full face, just over covers.
Absolutely, and the best part was not trying to hit it hard. Perfect timing, and that 4 runs from Zishan, forcing the captain Asadwala to make a change in the field. The mid-off goes back, third man comes up. Bit fuller. Excellent. This is what the experience does. Boundary, now a single.
And they don't need to do something stupid, something extraordinary, something out of the box, because the equation is fairly simple. 75 runs required in 69 deliveries. That was tricky.
Although Kashyap does realize Zishan is here to make an impact, and he's happy to and content to be rotating strike.
Oh, Cherry
They've
boy.
already got a boundary in this over,
Now,
and that's where the content will be. It's a game of a 6 maximum. That's the difference between balls and runs at the moment.
Wickets in hand, they'll be waiting for one good over, one bowler where they can target and get at least 12 or 14 runs. But as of now, in a strong position, Oman. It's a good over coming in for Oman. Soper going for some runs.
You have to bring the ball box, please. Man, Nike, right? Oi.
So after a couple of one-day games where both the teams shared the success, it's time for T20 International, and there's stoppage of play because there's a change in the ball. Kapil Venkatachalam getting that box. 9 over 65 for the loss of 2, though they have lost a couple of wickets, but that experience of Zishan and Prajapati, the good news for Oman, still out there in the middle, chasing the target of 137. Quite in control is Oman.
They've taken a liking, haven't they, Oman? And a little bit of delay, courtesy of a ball change, will allow PNG to work their strategies again because they haven't been spot on. They have got those 2 wickets, but Oman bats deep, and wickets column is the least area of concern for them. They do have the firepower of Rafiullah. That will come in later. Mehran Khan can strike a long ball as well. Shot. An angle towards deep square leg for a single.
Plenty of back-to-back games in this season for Oman as they are getting ready for that ACC Men's Premier Cup as well as for that big World Cup qualifier in West Indies. Do you think are they in a transformation period here by getting the likes of Pratik Atavale, as we have seen in the one day, they are giving a chance to a youngster like Muzahir?
I believe what's being worked on is the full toss driven to sweeper cover, and that'll be one. What my point is that it's going to be a long season, an extended season. It's now that within the next week, the season is called off and all these players go on to rest. So this is very unlikely situation for Oman, where they are going to be continuing the seasons. And this extended run means that there will be a few injuries that will come into play. There will be overexerted players. And that's where the coach would be considering the fact that we need to have a stronger bench strength, prepare the backup, and that's proactive and very positive thinking.
Absolutely, and they're not at all in a hurry. We have seen the likes of Zishan, Nadeem, Naseem Khushi, a part of this squad for many years. Onto the back foot, just a single. The good thing about the selection, we'll come back to this conversation in the next over. Half of the overs done in the second innings. 68 for the loss of 2, and it's time for a much needed drinks break.
ইমিউনো করবে কি উল্টা উল্টা লাগা ছিল কোশ্চেন লাগে কোন কোশ্চেন মনে করতে পারি না সব সময় হাড়া উল্টো করে গেলে দিছি কতদিন
It's a good start to the series, a three-match T20 international series between Oman and PNG. The first game, Oman winning the toss and opting to bowl first, achieving the target of 137. Good partnership with the right time flourishing between Kashyap and Zishan. Kashyap batting on 26 and Zishan in a hurry, 16 balls, 21. And a much needed drinks break was taken. Can they make a comeback here? They need a couple of quick wickets.
For sure. The only way to slow the things down is pick up wickets. Because at the moment, Oman looks to be in a convincing position. There is a good bit of breeze blowing across the ground. And this is from the Oman tail end towards the Oman LNG end. Some will be a point of consideration by the batsman when he's striking or looking for those big ones. It has to be from the end where he's batting right now.
Rightly said. They need to take the advantage. But as of now, they're in a strong position. And straight away, and in comes Gardner straight away after the drinks break. Onto the pads. Good use of the wrist. Played towards the deep mid wicket, chased by the fielder. Good to see they are not chasing a mammoth total. They are in control, not trying to go aerial. Technically very sound batter Prajapati.
You have to consider the fact that these are selection matches, if we can put it in another way. So they are on a test for that World Cup squad. And there is a lot of matches on the way to that World Cup. And that's where every match is important.
And this is what it does when you have a strong domestic structure. D20, D10, the premier tournaments, the A division tournaments in Oman, and it gives a very good opportunity for the selection as well as for the coach to keep an eye on these cricketers. And we have seen the likes of Pratik Atavale. He scored plenty of runs and straight away got an opportunity. The first time in the Oman colours was against Afghanistan Abdalian. They travelled to Oman in October. After that, big opportunity came. He travelled to Nepal. So backing the youngsters. Onto the back foot in the air, but away from long on fielder. So it's always good, Pranav, to keep a close eye on the domestic performance. And good to see the likes of Pratik Atavale getting a big, big opportunity.
He's a talent to watch out for, Pratik Atavale. Very elegant. And more than elegant, he's attacking. A positive cricketer. Does lead one of those premier sides. So is a thinking cricketer as well. Gardner. And that struck in the air. But there is protection for Zishan Maqsood because he's been looking to do that for a very long time now. And he's consistently striking the ball. So this is good batting from both these Oman batters looking to build a partnership. Believe, Mudassir, now is the time when they will be looking to cut loose, take PNG completely out of the equation and get into complete domination. Yes, they're dominating, but complete domination is one-sided encounter.
A wayward delivery, asking for punishment and rightly punished by Prajapati. Onto the pads, risk comes into play, no chance for the final leg, 4 runs.
They're trying to dominate here. And Gardner was trying to do something really different. And in the process, he's conceded 4 runs. So Oman is looking to dominate here. They're looking to take the attack on PNG. And PNG is helping them do that.
Going for plenty of runs. On for 12 runs in his first over, then a good comeback getting rid of Akib Ilyas in his second over. Now finding it difficult against Prajapati.
Wonder how would Gardner wear a cap with that hairstyle. Incredible one.
Played away from the body, and if you're a fan of soccer, yet again that's the end of the over number 11. At the same stage, PNG was 68, Oman way ahead 79 for the loss of 2.
Change in bowling. Gardner, come on, sir. Okay, come on, quickly.
The captain will come into the attack from the Oman tail end. Asadullah Wala. And he's an intelligent cricketer. Will look to make things happen.
We were discussing about the hairstyle of Gardner, and if you're a soccer fan, I'll take you back to 1990 World Cup, Football World Cup. Do you remember Colombia captain, the legend, Valderrama? He has been the legend of Colombia. Sporting the same look hairstyle is Jack Gardner.
But my question prevails. We saw him playing in the 50-over format, now in the T20, never wearing a cap. How do you wear a cap?
Played fine, deliberately towards the short third man region, chased by Gardner, but of no use. A valiant effort. Now shifting the gaze is Prajapati. The first boundary has been leaked by Asadwala.
Just when we were talking about his hairstyle, he was put to a chase. Jack Gardner. And will be fortunate not to have any damage because that dive, with the dive, his knee got stuck into the ground. Dancing around the wicket. Kashyap Prajapati, very busy player, always looking to make things happen. And very elegant as well. Most of the balls will come from the middle of his bat. Works very hard on that.
He used to be his regular partner Jatinder. Now he has taken the onus on him with young Pratik Attavale, came into bat in the second innings. And looking good is Prajapati. And now I am a bit curious, and straight away after the game I will go and ask Gardner about the cap. which Pranav Mehta was discussing.
Yeah, because if you're wearing a cap, you might spoil that hairstyle, which you might have worked on so hard to get. Just outside the off stump. Don't think the umpire would even be interested looking at that. So with that, 12 overs gone, and Oman is dominating this first T20I match between Oman and PNG.
KTT. Para dia baitako, baitau kaya. Dia kaya mitaram baitau kaya. KPNG Kamaras.
Of course, the slow bowlers will continue, and he's been impressive so far in this innings. Change in voices, of course, it's going to be Jamil Zaidi and me, Amin Wagle. And we'll take you through the next set of overs. CC Bao is out there, and he's probably out there to make a breakthrough, especially with that left-hander Zishan Maqsood out there in the middle.
Yes, good partnership between them. This time uses his feet, brilliantly played. And it's a boundary. This is the typical Zishan shot.
Yes, certainly a few boundaries were the need of the hour, and both these two batters have ensured that they are getting quite a few of them. This was a clean shot. Have a look at that. Dancing down the track, making sure he meets the ball at the right place and dispatches that straight down the ground for a boundary. Similar looking shot will get him a single only now, and this is good cricket here. Hit a boundary, and then after that, ensure that you manage to get a single.
Good going so far for Zishan and Kashyap. Onto the back foot, played it onto the long on for the single. Things looks to be quite easy at the moment for Oman to pass through the total of 136. I feel that PNG makes short of about 10-20 runs. This time swept, beaten outside the off stump. Bao has bowled extremely well in the last one-day match.
Yeah, most certainly. This time it's a big shot towards the onside, and I think this is an opportunity gone down. It was hit hard and much flatter than what Zishan Maqsood would have really liked. Heading straight into the fielder, but he spilled it.
These chances has to be taken. A good catch, a good run out always makes the difference. Look at that one. Hit it full plate of the bat. It came into the hands and popped down. So a good chance for Zishan Maqsood carry on from where he is playing now. Bad luck for PNG not to hold that catch.
Yeah, absolutely. Now this is going to be really key, because what it actually done is that you've not managed to pick up Zishan Maqsood, and Kashyap Kumar Prajapati will be on strike. At the moment, it's just going to be a single, but then it was quite a tricky situation. Asadwala, the skipper, will continue in this particular over.
He has played well today. Came back into his stride. He didn't got runs in the last two matches, but today he's showed that he's such a class batter. Onto the back foot. Skipper to skipper. But Zishan looks good at the moment. Kashyap Kumar Prajapati on the other hand looks as always confident as he is. Once again, brilliantly stopped by the skipper himself, keeping Zishan quiet at the other end. Reverse sweep once again. Good effort, but it just went in vain. One more run to the total, one more to Zishan.
And that's probably one more opportunity gone by. And of course, Zishan is living dangerously at the moment. Of course, he will have to do that because he's trying to score quite freely. And it's very important at this stage of the innings to rotate strike as well as to take your risks. Another quiet over from here onwards, and Oman will see themselves staring down the barrel. So it's very important to keep that tempo of the innings very, very high. 41 runs needed of nearly 39 deliveries or 37 deliveries at the moment. Works it away towards the onside. It's going to be a couple of runs at least. But that last ball of the over, and Zishan Maqsood will want to keep strikes. Only a single to end the over. 14 gone, 99 for the loss of 2 wickets, Oman.
Stop, Baras. Stop, Baras. Check it up. Yes, Karibi.
38 runs in 36 ball is not a big target. It's time try to heave it over the mid-wicket boundary. Loud appeal. But it went down.
Yeah, most certainly. It was probably going down the leg side, and that's always going to be not out in the eyes of any umpire. And I think that was a good decision from umpire Rahul Ashar. Keepers standing up to the stumps will always keep something at the back of your minds whenever you're a batter. Catch it is a call, and he's managed to hit that back to the bowler, unable to hold on to it. Kapu Amoria has been amongst the wickets. He bowls a good line and length. Have a look at that.
That could have been one, but quite hard hit by Zishan, and couple of deliveries. He has got 2 solid chances and survived. It was difficult for the bowler coming back, following through own reflexes, it coming over the head of the head. So difficult for him to go to a hold of that ball.
It was hit quite hard as well. And he's probably done a little bit of damage to his fingers. You can see him trying and massaging that right hand of his. Just digs it down, and Kashyap Kumar Prajapati will not be able to get away with it. So 100 is up on the board for Oman, but at the same time, it's still early days. You can't find yourself a winner out here, can you, Jamil Saab?
Such type of cricket, even you will have to wait for the last ball. Pulled it away towards the cow corner for the single. Kashyap Kumar is playing an anchor role between these two, where Zishan is trying to carry on the innings.
"36 runs needed, and they'll be keeping an eye on that run rate. Every dot ball from here onwards will put some pressure on that asking rate." This time it's a big shot, and it's in the air, and it's probably going to stay in the air as it sails across the rope. So a maximum now. And what was actually turning out to be a little bit of pressure on these two batters to up the ante has now been released.
All the time, beautifully played right from the meat of the bat, over the mid-wicket boundary. Long maximum for Zishan Maqsood.
Clean hit and a timely hit. Talk about good timing. Zishan Maqsood has pulled this maximum just in the nick of time for Oman at the moment. Once again, it's in the air. Catch it is the call. Will it come close to the fielder? No, and Liga Siaka does it well. Does well to just keep it down to a minimum of a single. An expensive over comes to an end by Kabua Moria with a couple of chances that have gone down. 15 gone, 108 for the loss of 2 wickets, Oman.
Zishan looks to be in a hurry to finish the match with the way he's batting. Absolute brilliant maximum that was from him.
One boy.
Right, go for the single. Such a class batter. Zishan Maqsood is such a good timer. That went about 60, 80 meters away from the ground.
Sorry. Ready?
Mind games between the two skippers, Asadwala and Zishan Maqsood. But then Zishan Maqsood is not. This time it's a big shot. And of course it's going to be another 6. And it's off the courtesy of the bat of Kashyap Kumar Prajapati, who will very happily raise his bat. And he will raise that bat to acknowledge that brilliant innings that he's played. Always kept Oman in this particular game, striking and striking well.
Brilliantly played. Look at that one. Uses his feet and over the cow corner with this 6. He crossed his 51. Look at that one. Brilliant timing right from the meat of the bat. And what a perfect inning he's played for Oman. Once again, uses his feet straight to the fielder. And Oman moves quickly on to 115. Just 22 runs required in 27 balls.
Big heave towards that mid-wicket region will only complete a single. And Kashyap Kumar Prajapati has been instrumental into bat from ball number 1. He's hit and struck boundaries at the right time. And at the same time, he's struck a couple of maximums. Always kept Oman in the hunt. What's really happened here is that Oman have struck those maximums in the nick of time. Quiet overs from here onwards would have only put up the pressure. And PNG bowlers would have certainly looked to apply or go in for the squeeze. But that's not to be, because 16 overs are done, 117 for 2, and Oman very much in cruise control at the moment.
To the target of 137. What a partnership between Kashyap and Zishan. Kashyap going beyond his personal milestone of 50 runs. Zishan inching closer to that 50 mark. 117 for the loss of 2. Now 20 needed in 24 balls. And I'm joined by Pranav Mehta, who loves to talk about Gardner's hairstyle.
Chatsopa has been taken to a liking, and on this occasion it will be collected at deep mid-wicket by Ura. What a wonderful catch was that by Ura.
They dropped couple of chances and now no mistake. Very first ball of the 17th over, Zishan Maqsood wanted to go big toward that leg side. Played a bit early, miles up in the air. An excellent, well-judged catch taken by Ura. So at last the partnership comes to an end. A brilliant knock of 42 from the captain of Oman, Zishan Maqsood, of just 36 balls with the help of 4 fours and a maximum. It's 117 for the loss of 3.
So Khalid Khail will walk in, the man who's in the form of his life for the last 1 month, scoring runs consistently in the domestic circuit, courtesy of which he's got this opportunity to debut for Oman. Khalid Khail, player to watch out for.
Another player who has been rightly rewarded by the place in Oman national side for scoring those plenty of runs in the domestic circuit, Khalid Khail. A terrific batter. Whether it's a longer format or a shorter format, he knows how to get those runs.
Yes, steady boy.
And is creative. Looks to play the angles, creates angles rather. Chad super. He's bowling a good line. They need wickets here, PNG, to make a comeback. That's the only way I believe PNG can come back into this game.
Yeah, absolutely, especially that wicket of Kashyap Prajapati. Already they have got rid of Zishan Maqsood. Now it's time to get that big wicket of Prajapati. Even if they can get the wicket from the other end, they can create that pressure on Prajapati. 18 needed of 21 balls.
They needed a wicket, and there's a fielder underneath it who will take it. This is a wonderful catch at deep square leg, and it is going to be Khalid Khail who is going to be walking back, and he will be devastated because that was a short ball and it had to be put away.
Oh, what an excellent catch. We're talking about the wickets. Double strike in this over for Chad Soper. Wanted to go big, and what a take, what a take. The wind taking it away from that fielder, adjusted quite well, and good balance, and made sure he stays inside the rope. One more wicket going down, just a single managed by Khalid Khail. They're back in the game, PNG looking good. It's 118, in fact 119 for the loss of 4.
Yeah, I think big boundary. Next time, please.
So it's going to be Ayan Khan who is going to be walking in for the fall of Khalid Khail. And what a catch. Hiri Hiri. A deep square leg. And immediately it'll be Oman who will be watchful of the situation. They need less than run a ball here.
I want to take that advantage of windy conditions here towards his leg side. Not middle properly, but what a take. The right time, now they're taking those catches. Was brilliant with the bat. Now excellent in the field. Hiri Hiri. So far, a decent over.
Sometimes you're looking for such spirited movements. Movements which can turn the match in your favor.
A quick single has been taken. What a terrific, successful over from Soper comes to an end. 17 overs done. Still 17 needed from the last 3 overs for Oman.
Ayan Khan. It'll be John who's shot. Once again, it's in the air. On this occasion, it's going to be falling short of that fielder at deep mid wicket. The ball was struck well at cow corner, but these are big boundaries. And that's what is always going to keep PNG interested.
Absolutely, especially to the left-hander from this end. It's a longer boundary. Interesting battle here. Not afraid to go big. And yet again, mistake has been made. Wanted to be hero, Ayan Khan. They are making a comeback. Couple of wickets in the previous over. Now, a wicket going down. John strikes for the second time in this game.
This is very ordinary cricket from Ayan Khan. He's just walked in and trying to take the wind that is not in his favor. So it is going to be Ayan Khan who's going to be walking back without troubling the scorers a lot. And Oman suddenly look in a lot of trouble here.
Brave captaincy, getting left arm orthodox against Ayan. And that move working nicely in favor of PNG. In comes the new batter, another hard hitter, Mehran Khan. This is what needs to be done. Keep on taking those singles, rotate the strike. Now all of a sudden, the difference between the runs. This was the first wicket, Zishan Maqsood. The partnership was looking good. An excellent catch taken by Ura. Then this happened. Khalid Khail wanted to go big. Back off length, nicely managed. Running hard for that first run. No chance for the second.
And this is the second wicket of the lot. It was short and it had to be pulled away, but not able to do so. And this was the most unnecessary of the lot. Didn't have to do that, especially after losing 2 wickets in a row. Pretty average cricket from Ayan Khan has brought PNG back into the contest. And what that will mean is, now Oman is going to play the waiting game. Yes, 13 required of 14 balls, but pressure of wicket is always going to be around.
Absolutely, and full marks should be given to the fielders as well. The way they have taken those 3 catches. First to get rid of Zishan Maqsood, then Khalid Khail. And recently it was Ayan. Keeping his cool and very calm and composed is Prajapati. Another tight over. 18 overs done. 126 for the loss of 5.
It is going to be Chad, I believe, or it's serious trouble times for Oman. So much of it comes down to game sense, match awareness. It's a left-arm pacer.
Yes, awareness. That is what lacking when Zishan Maqsood was out. Khalid Khail and Ayan Instead of giving the strike to Prajapati, they wanted to finish the game in style by hitting a couple of maximum, but in the process, good catches have been taken in the deep. They need to get rid of Kashyap Prajapati here. Onto the pad, sensible, excellent piece of batting. Not at all in a hurry.
Pretty ordinary stuff. It all comes down to the final couple of overs. Both these sides have been so difficult to keep away, or rather differentiate from each other. In the 50-over format, we had nail biters, and there's a nail biter on offer today as well.
Especially the way they came back after losing that first one-day game. Chased down 240 odd runs. In fact, 253. 244 what they chased. Terrific batting from Hiri, player of the match from the second one day. Now they're trying to make a comeback. Oman were in a strong position, but back-to-back 3 wickets going down. They are in a bit of bother here. But the good news, Prajapati is still out there in the middle, getting some support from Mehran.
The man who's known for hitting big shots has skied one to the man with a beautiful hairstyle. And these are trouble times for Oman because they aren't playing to the situation and they're playing to the nerves. Wickets falling consistently for Oman.
Why? It's not needed here. Got tempted. Onto the pads, wanted to go a bit, but yet again an excellent field placement from Asadwala. No mistake by Gardner. Wicket number 6. This time Mehran Khan, a slow walk towards the dugout, managing just a couple of runs. They're back in the game. PNG looking good.
Thank you.
So a game in which Oman was looking so dominant is going in favor of PNG at the moment, courtesy of those quick wickets. Although Kashyap Kumar Prajapati, the ever consistent Kashyap Kumar Prajapati, is still in the middle.
Only good news as of now after losing those quick wickets, Prajapati very calm and composed, losing partner from the other end. Firmly struck. Excellent effort by the fielder himself.
Nice catching.
That was firmly struck. And this is going to get some attention because it's struck his bowling hand. Kabua. He's in a fair bit of trouble, fair bit of pain here. Kabua. And believe he's going to get some attention. Talking about those wickets, Modi. 4 wickets in a span of 10 to 15 runs. Pretty much unnecessary. On a game where you could just run hard between the wickets, play calculative cricket and wrap things up, you've allowed an opponent to come back into the game.
Indeed, they were in a strong position. I do understand their stoppage of play, and this is what happened on the previous delivery. It was firmly struck, brave enough, trying to stop the ball. The ball was hit on his wrist. Straight away in pain, needs some medical assistance. Kabua. The right time they are making a comeback will just take a few seconds when the magic sprays out there. The good news is getting ready to bowl the next delivery. But rightly pointed out by you, ordinary cricket not needed when it was just a run a ball. After losing Zishan Maksud, every batter came in and they tried to go big. And in the process, they have lost Khalid Khail, Ayan and Mehran Khan.
This man has to be watch out for. Rafiullah. Big one, big one. This is what we are talking about. This is what you can get from Rafiullah. Delivering at the time when Oman was feeling the nerves and feeling the pressure.
The Pathan power from Rafiullah coming out. Connects well. It was in the slot. Not afraid to go big. Very strong towards the deep mid-wicket. Rafiullah, a much needed maximum. Now just a couple of runs needed for Oman to win this first T20 international game.
Shot. And they'll be looking for the second, which they won't be getting. So the good news is Oman cannot be losing this game because the scores have been level. And with 6 balls to go, there's 1 run that is going to be required for Oman. 136 for 6 Oman.
थोड़ा सा आपके तरफ या bowling change Madam over.
So the man who has been the standout bowler for PNG in the 50-over format, Chad Super, is going to be bowling that final over with Oman requiring just 1 run. I assure you, Rafiullah is going to be looking for that big one. That's his gameplay, that's the way he plays, and that's the way he likes. This is cheeky, and he is going to be walking back, trying to be something different. Rafiullah striking it straight back to the bowler, and a brilliant catch from Chad Super.
Trying to come down the track, ball just stopping and coming on the blade of Rafi, and excellent catch taken by the bowler himself. That 6 in the previous over from Rafiullah, an all-important 6 was scored in the previous over by Rafiullah this time. The bowler getting better of Rafi. 7th wicket going down, managing 8 of 4 balls with the help of a maximum. Can we see something special in this game from PNG?
Better team for me. Yeah, middle. Yeah. Hey. Five balls. Put him down.
If this goes down to the super over, the man standing at the non-strikers end, Kashyap Kumar Prajapati, is going to be breaking his head. Although 5 balls, 1 run. It's a game for Oman to lose with 3 wickets in hand. And the man in the center who matters the most, Shakil, the left arm spinner. Right now he's going to be having the bat in his hand. In the arc, they are looking for that single.
Now that 1 run looks miles away from Oman. All of a sudden, bit under pressure, but they have got 4 more deliveries. He can bat. Quite interestingly, there's no fielder in the 30-yard circle. They have pushed mid-on onto the ropes. Now attacking field.
इधर भी करना है जोर से शाबाश
Close in fielder, the captain himself on the leg side of Shakil. There is a short mid wicket. A fine leg coming in, runs in the bowler.
They're going to nudge it. They're going to nudge it and they're going to get a single to backward point. And this is the game for Oman. Kashyap Kumar Prajapati will raise his hand and he will stay not out on 58. And he will be all smiles because for a moment it was nervous times for Oman. They're feeling the heat, they're feeling the pressure on a cloudy day here in Oman.
Full marks should be given to both the teams. So Oman winning the first T20 international of this 3-match series. But lots of positive for PNG, the way they came back in this game, trying to defend that 137. But the good news for Oman, they were off to a winning start in this T20 international series. Prajapati making sure he stays unbeaten. Clever piece of batting, I would say, from Shakil. An all-important single has been taken from Shakil Ahmed. So at the end, overall, we have witnessed great cricketing match between these two sides.
Talking on the batting guard, Kashyap Kumar Prajapati right at the top, standing through the innings, 57 of 49 deliveries. And along with him, the major scorer was the captain Zishan Maqsood, 42 of 36. Everybody else coming late into the innings, not able to execute their plans, and they were hurrying back to the dugout. But all's done, that ends well. Shakil Ahmed getting that single towards the end to make a win happen for Oman.
And talking about the bowling, initially the bowlers going for plenty of runs, but what a spell from Chad Soper and John Carrico, getting those wickets in the middle overs, and they made a comeback in this game. But 137 were never enough for PNG, and 9 extras have been conceded, and Oman winning this game by 3 wickets in hand.
Yes, it was a pair of Kashyap Kumar Prajapati and Pratika Tavle, and Pratika Tavle started in style. Kashyap joined him as well in the equation, and ever since that, both were striking and striking cleanly, getting runs, getting boundaries in the power play, and that's what allowed them to get off to a great start. That's when Pratik, trying to sweep one, was caught by the wicketkeeper, and ever since that, there was Aqib Ilyas also. Aqib Ilyas was also caught at deep square leg, and ever since that, it was Zishan Maqsood and Kashyap Kumar Prajapati show. They stitched a partnership, they got quick runs, they made things happen, and they were making sure that Oman is in a very, very dominating position. Getting boundaries when it matters the most in the process. Kashyap Kumar Prajapati also got to his 50. Then a thought where Zishan Maqsood got out, and immediately what to follow was Khalid Kail at deep square leg. And that's where PNG found a way to come back into this game. Ayan Khan having a great brain fade movement. He was also caught. And then it was Mehran Khan who also walked back in a hurry to the dugout. Finally, that wonderful 6 from Rafiullah made sure that Oman was going to be sealing that win. But he also walked back courtesy of that cotton bolt from Chad Super. Finally, all that matters is that single from Shakil Khan would seal the win in a T20I for Oman.
And let's see how the match transpired here. Match summary, PNG were asked to post a total, and they were in a bit of a bother, losing a couple of quick wickets. Then came in Asadullah Wala, the captain, and Hiri stitching a partnership at the right time. Asadullah managing 40 and Hiri 34. Charles Amini also getting some runs, 24 of just 22 balls, but at the right time, Zishan Maqsood getting couple of wickets in the middle overs. Bilal Khan, though he has gone for some runs, got couple of wickets to his name, and a wicket for Mehran, and 136 what they got batting first. And when the chase started, they started off quite well. The partnership between Prajapati and Pratika Tavle giving and providing them a good start. Once they have lost Prajapati and Aqib Ilyas, then an excellent partnership between the captain Zishan and Prajapati, making sure to take them home. But there were a bit of flurry of wickets going down in the middle overs. At last, Oman coming back into this game. and winning this game by 3 wickets. So I hope you have enjoyed the first T20 international between these two sides. It's time to dive into a short break. Once we are back, it will be a post-match presentation out at the sidelines with Sir Jameel.
Time for the post-match presentation from Oman Cricket Academy ground, Muscat, for the Dafa News T10 T20 series between Oman and PNG. It was a low-scoring match. 136 was scored by PNG and was easily chased by Oman. The man who brought the victory for Oman is none other than the skipper of the Oman national team, Zishan Maktooth, scoring 40-plus runs and got 2 wickets. First, he had to come and collect the medallion from the match referee, Mr. Zaman Qureshi. Zishan, congratulations for the first T20 match series you won against PNG at the home ground.
Yeah, thank you very much. it is not quite convincing them, convincing one. So I think we should have win easily, but at the end we gave away so many wickets where they came back a little bit in the game. So happy for win.
Excellent comeback from PNG. You are going smoothly to the target of 136, and in the span of 10, 12 over runs, you have lost 4 wickets. You might be thinking something at that stage.
I think my wicket was crucial. I shouldn't play that shot, but after my wicket, they should have take some more time and use the crease and take the singles and twos. So that should be the plan for next time. Because yes, they took all the catches and they bowled well, and but they gave us a good fight. So we have to learn from this mistake what we did today. So, but we'll come back strong and perform well.
So end of the day, it was a victory for Oman against PNG. This is all from the post-match presentation.